Test. How's the team? How is everybody? We're all so quiet. Happy New Year.
Hello.
Hello. How was Florida?
Warm.
Fuck off.
Well, now, so you're not.
Took that personally.
Everybody did.
Yep.
It was nice.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm not a huge fan of flying, but I managed.
Hello.
Hello.
How goes it?
It goes.
Yeah?
Sorry for the delay.
No worries. We were eating dinner. It's normal.
The sniffling is not COVID, it's because we had spicy chicken.
Yeah.
And now my nose
For sure. Well, it's like
That's
a
fair.
scream.
Yeah. We're gonna cough that COVID through our Wi-Fi.
virus.
Oof. New variant travels through electronics.
Imagine.
God, sounds like a horror movie.
Everyone would be inundated with calls. Oh, it'd be terrible.
My printer gave me COVID.
God. Fake title if I've ever heard one.
Sounds like a
Lead
Doctor Who
dystopian.
episode.
My printer gave me COVID.
Oh,
Hello.
what was that?
Hey, okay.
That's
And you?
good. I'm upright. That's all anybody gets anymore. So yeah.
Okay, hold up. Your mic is like in and out.
Hold on a second, I'm adjusting.
Okay.
Better?
I don't know. Repeat what you said.
I was just saying that I'm upright and mobile, and that's all anybody gets anymore.
Jesus. I
Yep.
mean, yeah, sure.
Mercury is in retrograde, so
Oh,
Okay.
Karen. All right, getting started.
Look at you,
early.
Karen, getting into character. All right.
get your crystals out.
Cleanse your chakras and all that.
Until
Anyone else excited for the big snowstorm tonight?
Yes.
yeah, actually.
I'm gonna go
Super.
skiing.
I got enough work as it is.
Why would that affect your work?
But when it snows, people crash.
Oh, and then you fix their cars.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that thing that you do.
The
Fuck.
gears are coming.
That is my thing. That's what I do.
It's busy too for me. They crash their children while tobogganing and then I fix the children.
I crashed.
Only the children, though. Just the children.
Yeah.
Yep. Nobody cares about the adults.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
No, why would they?
God.
So exciting.
I'm excited.
Theron is very excited for this group to start again for D&D.
I bet. I bet.
We are just as excited. And
You
also
guys,
fight.
you're the best group. You really are.
Oh, stop.
It's
Aw.
true. It's true. Accept the compliment.
Okay.
Okay, fine. We are the best. You're right.
We're the best.
Yep.
We're amazing. We're fantastic. I know.
Uh-huh.
Well, I hope one of them is watching the stream right now, just so they can hear you say it.
Hail, travelers.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
Exhausted.
It's not what I like to hear.
Hmm.
So, welcome back to the Iron Lords.
Woo!
Good to be back.
So, as you can see, your task list is empty. For a new chapter begins. For a point of inspiration, who can recap the last season?
Oh.
I guess this is coming back on me now. All right, fine. I can do this.
Bard.
Oh, okay.
Crack
Go
my
for it.
knuckles here.
I think it's a tale of our stories of like
Your bardly duty.
Mm. Previously on the Iron Lords. So, as I recall correctly, we were employed by a dwarven lord of another city to make our way into the depths of Dom Garoom to retrieve an ancient amulet worth an untold fortune. Upon getting there, we find it to be a irradiated wasteland, possessed and controlled by the souls of the dead, like you do. So, we venture on in there after drinking anti-rad potions. We fight our way through the depths of the caves and dungeons, on more than one occasion, almost unsuccessfully, to finally emerge to banish the previous Iron Lords and lay their souls to rest and take their place. And upon doing so, the land is free of radiation and resurrected, as it were. And now we have to figure out what the hell to do with that.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Good job. You did it.
For an extra point of inspiration for someone else, can you tell me what your trials were?
hate pop quizzes.
Man, all of them? Fuck.
All 7 of them.
There was a lot of trials. There was a lot of tribulations.
Well, the last one we killed the previous Iron Lords.
Yeah, okay. Where's the chest? To beat the chest. That one of them?
I remember the slide puzzle.
Slide
We have
puzzle
the
is one.
slide puzzle.
We had to do the gears.
Ooh, and the
Here's one.
words. The one with the
Oh,
books.
the fucking word
The
one.
word is what? Yes.
Fucking
Cool.
word one. Jesus Christ.
Fucking word one. Oh boy.
Oh, I'd like the chest in the
was-
room. Oh, we had to rebuild those statues. That's
Correct.
what
I
it was.
remember the oranges. Remember the room with the water and the salt and the fucking oranges?
Oh, yeah!
Yeah. That was a whole time.
What did you have to do there?
Something involving electricity and the oranges, if I remember
We
correctly.
had to make a battery.
Correct.
Oh, it's like a battery, yeah.
What is that?
That is 6 out of the 7.
What's the one that we're missing then?
It's a pass.
Does actually fighting the guys count?
That was
Actually
7,
defeating the
yes.
Iron Lords? Yeah.
That was number
Alright.
7. That we're still at number 6.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the first one I said.
sorry.
Does
Does
the
this make-
color-coded pillars count as a
Correct.
as a trial?
That was the 6th try.
Oh my goodness, yay.
I do have notes where I spell Astaroth differently every single time I type it.
Sorry.
Astaroth, Astaroth,
No.
Astaroth.
How do you enunciate the ass? That was the key part.
I don't actually.
And his big sword
Alright.
like over his shoulder.
So not one person gave all 7, so no inspiration there.
We all get
For one more inspiration, can anyone tell me why the city of Dom Garoom was cursed?
Oh.
Oh, they were making children fight, and Astaroth cursed them.
That's close enough. But
Sky
there's
Daddy.
there's a
They were underusing the children.
there is a
Astaroth.
bigger underlying reason.
Oh shit.
It was a
They're being
symptom,
greedy.
They were corrupt. They were just corrupt.
in a sense.
Judy?
What
Mm.
does Astaroth stand for?
Good question.
Frank.
Hey, Karen, you follow Astaroth. What does Astaroth stand for?
Karen.
Accidentally following Astaroth. My god.
That sounds like a great name for
You
your
know what?
novel.
Considering the fact that we're like in his city and we just rose it, I feel like people are gonna have some questions. I think you should stop just like fake practicing and start real practicing really
Right
fast.
now, Kings and queens of the city.
War, forge, and tyranny.
So strength was the correct answer that he stands for. He stands for
I was
strength,
just gonna say that.
It doesn't say that anywhere on here. but
and
okay.
It is.
he's the god of strength.
Uphold strength, conviction, and the earth.
Yes.
There you
And the reason is more that the city of Dom Garum had skewed the sense of strength, and that they thought that only the strong should rule, whereas Astaroth wanted the strong to protect the weak, and that is why they were punished.
Wait, I can't hear you. But yes, that probably has a lot to do with the deciphering the code phrase and whatnot challenge that we did,
Indeed.
if I remember correctly.
And okay, so that's 1 point of inspiration to Zuglag, and 1 to Karen because she was close enough. She got the gist.
Spark Notes
A
version.
point of inspiration for getting the gist of it.
That's like rule
This
number
makes me
2 in
mad.
our party, the rule of gist.
So if you guys look on the map, you see where it says party is here. That is your newly created kingdom. Your border ends essentially where the rivers end in the middle of those 2 island pillar thingies. If you zoom in real close, you'll see a yellow dotted line.
Ah, there it is.
And so, it is time to return to where we left off, with the Iron Lords, with the new Iron Lords, standing on the balcony overlooking the city. And welcome to your new palace.
Right.
Oh.
Still the chicken, not the COVID. Oh.
my god, look at the cat.
Ooh.
It's so cute.
It's very
Did
chic.
Therum decorate while we were busy?
I think maybe.
Well, in the man's defense, we've been staring off of a balcony for about 2 months, so
One other thing to remember. Does anyone remember what happened after you defeated the Iron Lords?
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty big deal.
The whole
The
city coming
city
back to
started
life?
to wake up.
It's kind of big deal.
All the people coming back?
Yeah.
Brino, would you like a point of inspiration?
All the ghosts were put to rest.
No.
Yeah.
What happened directly after you defeated the Iron Lords?
We went into the dream realm and
Correct.
we defeated the big scary violet monster.
Correct.
yes.
Yeah. And then Snabney yeeted everyone back to reality again.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay.
1 point of inspiration for you.
Oh yeah, and Sandlin died.
Zenlin did die.
Sandlin died. Fuck no.
Who's that?
The dwarf guy, he died, and then
I
his
see what
character
you
in
did
the other
there.
campaign died.
I'm still here.
Which dwarf are you talking about? I don't remember any dwarf.
Exactly. He makes a valid point. They don't remember. For only Snavny can remember. So, we return, and Ferrum indicates to all of you. All right, my lords. Well, it's time for your lordly duties. There's a busy day ahead of us.
Oh,
And what do the lordly duties entail exactly?
Well, we have a lot of people for you to see today. For there are some advisors you need to hire from the lords that returned to Domgurum when it was recreated. Currently, there's only about 110 people living in this city.
That little?
Yes,
Mexico
not
raised
many
the bar.
were returned. Yes, little one.
How do we pay these hires?
Well, I'm glad you ask. The advisors or the lords do not need payment, for they are part of the city and they are working pro bono, so to speak. The rest of the things we will discuss later, but there is a treasury that the city has access to. So if you will all follow me back inside, we can get this underway.
Oh, I didn't realise there was going to be work involved with this.
Why wouldn't there be work?
Choose your seats.
I already did all the work. I cleaned the basement out.
Well, where do we go to sit? Pick a chair.
He's on the middle seat. I'm obviously the most important.
Oh, okay, sure.
Right, okay.
Uh-huh.
Fair
I'm
just
not
kind of
gonna fight
raises
you
an
on it,
eyebrow.
but I'm also not agreeing.
Dibs on the seat furthest from Zogleg.
Oh, you have the right idea.
It feels a little big for me, mate. I think I can't even, like, my knees aren't even over the edge of the seat. I feel like I'm in a kitty chair.
Well, you see, my lord, it was designed for someone slightly larger than you.
Is there
That's
like a
gorgeous.
cushion we could find to prop him up a little bit?
we
Maybe a
got a
stool.
Would
so
my
his
lord
legs-
like some pillows?
Well, I think that would do, actually. This is a big old stone throne. It's not good for the back anyway, so a couple of pillows would be great.
It shall be done, my lords.
Hemorrhoids. Right.
Well, I wasn't going to say it, but okay.
I will procure said things, and I will have William bring in the first people for you to see.
Right, let's get this over with.
Do we get little crowns or something to wear to prove that we are the Iron Lords?
I mean, if I can be bothered to Photoshop all of you crowns, sure.
Yeah, really savor putting a crown on Zuglag's head. I want you to enjoy that.
It's gonna be so tiny. It's gonna be like a bracelet on me or Karen.
A ring.
On Zuglag, it's just a belt.
A halfling man walks in. Greetings, my lords. I am William.
Howdy.
I am one of the stewards of this palace, and I will be introducing you to the lords that have volunteered. Lost the word. Hold on.
It's okay. It's been a while.
Have volunteered for the positions that are available. As a reminder, the positions that are available. There is the general commander, who will be in charge of your army once you have one. An economic advisor, a chief of city planning, and any diplomats or emissaries that you may desire. For we will require allies and have treaties made with our other kingdoms if we are to survive.
All right, who do we have up first?
One moment, I will fetch them.
Do you guys think we should like make them sing or something? Is this like a
Why would
talent
we
show?
do that?
I mean, if they're gonna have to charm our
Is that
Our
the first
neighbors.
impression you want to make on the city we're ruling over? Is do some sort of idol show?
May I
Titsiko was
present?
intrigued by this idea.
I'm just thinking we have this reputation of being Astaroth City, this strong place. Why don't we show them our soft side? Why don't we show them that we can have
Why
fun?
don't you show your soft side? You can be the soft one. We'll be like
Yeah, there you go. There's a good
a
task
boy
for you.
art group. You'll be the soft one.
We're literally
Right.
called the Iron Lords. Like,
You can be the squishy stuff and filled one. There you go.
I think
My
that's
lords.
Like a kind of good cop, bad cop, bad cop, bad cop, bad cop.
My lords, if you please.
Right, yes,
yep.
sorry.
Can we get a
You there, what's your
planner?
name?
He better
May I
lined
present
up.
the Lord Jormund Heldsplate? And he bows and walks away. And in
Right,
front of
sorry,
you,
that was
you see-
Norman.
in front of you, you see this man.
Who?
Titsiko
Hi.
growls at him. Grrr.
Okay.
Down, Fox.
Greetings, my
It's on his belt.
lords.
How's it going, bud?
Good.
Well,
Angry
Well,
ferret on his.
I would like to present myself for the available positions.
Did you kill that ferret yourself?
Yep.
On his belt. It looks like there's a ferret.
oh my
Only a monkey.
Like a more of a. What are they called? Like the.
I am not sure what you speak of.
All right, she hasn't eaten yet today. She's a bit distracted. It's all right. So, what would you say your qualifications are?
Well, before the city went to sleep, so to speak, I was one of the wealthiest nobles in this city. Most of the wealth was returned to me and my residence when it was restored. I made my wealth trading rare gems, and I think I would be excellent as your economic advisor.
Fascinating. Who did you exploit to get those gems?
Oh, Lord.
Well, if you must ask, the laborers.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I'm curious.
All right. And,
Thank you
and
for
so
your
what would,
time.
what
Next.
would you be advising exactly? You want to be an advisor, right? What would you be advising us on exactly?
Well, your economic foundation, of course. Much of the city still needs to be rebuilt.
Fair.
And you need a guiding hand. Who knows these things?
And how would you benefit from this position?
Well, if the city prospers, I prosper.
Okay.
Right.
Where do you envision getting funds from? Are we?
Well, you, my
taxing-
lords, the... yes. The treasury would suffice for some funding, yes.
Mm, mm.
Well, a man of your what's the proper word for it? Financial stature. I can't imagine you doing a job pro bono unless it massively benefits you in the long term.
Well,
That
any
being
of this will
said-
benefit all of us for the long term.
Hmm,
Mhm.
right.
If you were given the job today, where would you start? What sector of the city should be rebuilt first?
Well, housing. We need people to be able to tax, you know.
No taxes, Tootsiko squeaks.
Not,
Well, that's not going to be very popular or financially sound decision.
I don't know about no taxes, but
Tootsiko just got her first pair of pockets like a month ago. She's still figuring out this money thing.
No taxes, no money. Only
No.
love.
no money.
Tootsiko, let me put it to you this way: without money, you can't buy sausages.
No more McGrubbings. No more of that. With no money.
No
More
money.
farms, more animals.
You need to buy the animals, honey. Don't just grow on trees.
Quick question for you, Theron.
Yes.
As these people come in, are we required to pick
Make
a
a
job
decision?
for them
No.
immediately?
No.
No, okay.
I believe that
You
we
will.
should
You can
all,
dismiss them when you wish.
Just discuss this as a group, and then we'll get back to you. Yes.
That sounds more than fair.
Please leave your resume and cover letter with William.
Did you bring a headshot?
For the musical.
Thank you. I'm glad you're on board now.
Can you sing?
Are you a tenor? You seem like
Do a little dance for us.
We're looking for somebody with at least 10 years experience in tap and jazz.
Seems like a
my
baritone to
God.
me.
My lords. My lords.
Hmm.
If I may introduce Fitrith Honor Shaper. He bows and walks away.
Greetings, my lords.
Oh,
Oh, I like this guy already.
And you see, you see this short dwarven man.
Tootsiko
Yes.
wags her tail.
Love it.
He's
Fantastic.
to you he's very short. He's even short by dwarven standards. He's barely 3 feet tall.
oh wow.
It's a genetic problem.
It's gonna
I
hit
think-
Karen, you
I
can't
would.
just ask people if it's a genetic problem.
It's an honest question. Sprue gets it all the time.
Well, if you must know, it was my family. We are short in stature.
Karen's short in patience, so you're in good company here. What brings you in front of us?
Well, I was surprised when I woke again. It has been many years. I was old before it even fell. I think I'm somewhere over 400, you know.
Oh wow.
I don't remember how old exactly, but my house was well known for the scholarly arts and wizardry. How you wish to put me to use, well, that is up to you.
Well, I can almost guarantee we're going to have a primo use for a man of your wisdom and stature. Short gang for life.
Short kings rise up.
Not sure what that means, but
Get your
All right.
stepping stools out. They're rising.
He's used to being the shortest one here. He's really excited to see someone else like near his level. He's very enthusiastic.
oh, well. If you need any tips on being short, I've got you covered.
We should ask him what his interest is in the city. Where would he like to be placed? Tootsiko whispers into Maki's ear. In rhyme.
Oh, no. Is there any particular area that you feel like you're especially skilled at or enjoy? Is there anything that you actively want to contribute? I mean, you've been around a long time.
Well-
I'm sure you've done a lot, but what do you like?
Well, I do enjoy my books. What that means for you, well, that's up to you, really. I have many skills. I could advise on the economy, I suppose. I could visit other lands. That'd be fun.
At your age, are you still in? Forgive me for asking, but I know how rough travels can be on the body. At
That's a
your
fair
age, are you
question,
in any
yes.
kind of condition to make journeys like that?
Well, I could try trying.
Basically, he's asking, are you going to keel over if we send you out? Because you're a liability.
Could be.
That's what we're thinking.
Well, yeah, nah.
That's why I'm leaving it up to you to what you want me to do.
Well, I suppose that's fair enough.
I just, didn't want to just sit around while everyone else does something.
Fair. Want to contribute? I love that.
What sort of jobs have you done in the past?
Well, I mostly worked in the library, but we don't have one of those, really. There's one in the palace, but the one in the city, unfortunately, that did not return.
Well, we're going to have to.
I
figure
do
out
have my wizardly powers still. Perhaps I could train wizards.
Right, well, you do seem to have a unique skill set. We will keep you in mind for one of these positions. Even if we can't find a direct one for you, I'm sure we can find a job for you somewhere in the city.
Well, sounds good to me.
We'll be sending you a LinkedIn invite later on.
And he hobbles
What's
away.
wrong?
I liked him. I really liked him.
Yes, I don't care what job we give him, he must be given a job.
Hey, he seems like a stand-up fellow.
Well, my lords, may I introduce you to you, the Lady Mavana Magmahand. He bows and walks away.
Hello.
Greetings. And in front of you, you see this lady.
Ooh.
The name's Mavana Magmahand. I am a sorcerer.
And
My house was full of sorcerers. We kept the raids at bay, so to speak.
You kept the what?
The rains.
Oh, the rains.
They're in Africa?
Is he Toto?
oh my gosh.
So you kept the rains at bay. Was that a problem for the previous rulers?
I made it more as, we controlled the weather.
Oh,
No.
that's
Mm.
very, very helpful.
Our
Could
our
make
house
it-
wasn't liked very much, but, they always grumble when things are bad and never when things are good.
Amen.
Hey,
Yeah,
trust me.
we don't want. We don't want to be about that here. We want to be positive.
I know
Well,
that's a
I didn't
change.
like that much, so.
Did I hear William right? Your last name is Magma Hands?
Why, yes. And she
Mhm.
flourishes her hands, and they turn into magma.
Whoa.
Oh,
That is the tightest shit I have ever seen.
that is spicy. In all the right ways.
That is spicy.
And she snaps her fingers, and they turn back to normal hands.
Well, you're pretty good at controlling the weather, or is it, relatively unpredictable?
Yeah, it's relatively unpredictable, but my clan used to be much bigger. It's just me, my husband, and our house is quite small now. But we can do what we can. If you have anything for us to do, you let us know.
Your powers to control the weather. Is it like the entire city? Is it a block? Is it just you make it rain over a single person to make them sad?
So the way it worked back when the rest of my clan was around was we would all do rituals, and it would take a great number of us to make it rain in, let's say, a section of the city, or maybe in the farms, something like that. It wasn't easy. I wouldn't be able to do it on my own anymore.
Could you produce a small cloud to rain over this little short fella over here, for example, Zuglig?
I mean, I could, but only if the lords command it. I would not do so.
You know, we could do a
forthright.
majority if the rest of us vote for it.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. Don't lie, mate.
Aw. You don't think highly of me, do you?
You'll take a bath on your own. We won't make her cast rain over you.
Hey, for the record, I have a lovely natural fragrance. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. No.
Anyhow, Miss Mariana, you seem like you'll have a useful skill set. I'm sure we can find something for you to do.
Agreed. Yes.
Thank you, my lords.
Thank you.
She bows and walks away.
Man, I should have got into politics years ago. This is easy.
Haven't actually assigned any jobs yet, you know that, right?
I know, like the perfect politician.
My lords, if I may introduce Gregor Deepheart. And he bows and walks away. And in front of you, you see this man.
Greetings, my lords.
Hello, Esther.
Perhaps you would like to know a bit about me.
Yes. Please.
Well, before the time of the fall, I was a tinkerer. Our house was known for its inventions, and we brought much good into the people's lives.
What are some of the things you've invented, Gregor?
It's a pertinent question. I worked on the first Warforged, actually.
Oh. Wow.
Part of a team, but I was part of it.
How much a part of it? Were you just there observing?
I was one of the main engineers. Thank you very much.
The Warforged.
It would be fair to say then that you have extensive experience working with plans and measurements and large-scale projects.
Why, yes.
Ah, we might have a top contender for our city planner here, folks.
Hmm.
Do you have any inventions from peacetime and not from war?
Well, we had this one device that would attach to the front of a plow and would seed as it went along.
Oh, that's extremely useful.
Be a big help for us.
There's another device that would collect light throughout the day and shine it inside. You see on the walls, you see the tubes.
Yes.
He points to these. These retain light. Those were my invention.
Oh, well,
Brilliant.
Impressive, Gregor.
Great fire reduction method.
Well, yes,
Are they enchanted?
not quite. They are more of a bioluminescent mushroom.
A bioluminescent algae.
Treated as a diversion.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that's from.
Did we just switch languages? What is bioluminescent and whatever that was?
I know it's a big word for you.
I'm doing my
Oh,
best here. Right, well,
But yes,
this particular gentleman seems like he knows what he's on about, especially if half of his inventions are currently sitting right in front of us. So, I don't know about the rest of you, but I would be more than happy to cast my vote for city planner for this particular gentleman.
Is
I
it
can
like
get behind
perhaps we should see the rest of the candidates first?
I agree with Golgar. We should at least give the others a chance to speak. Though I do
Alright.
agree. Gregor should have a place in our kingdom.
Fair enough.
Gregor's-
Let's try to get this done.
Gregor's chest swells with pride.
well, thank you, my lords.
Thank you for coming.
I
in.
look forward to being part of it.
He bows deeply and walks out.
He seems like a shoo-in for that one. I'm about it. Seems good.
Yeah, it seems like you really like him.
I am a subscriber to the belief that you should get the right man for the right job, as long as that man is not me.
My lords, if I may present Lord Hallam Giant's Guard. He bows and walks away. And before you, you see this man. He has a kindly face and looks quite old.
Well, Elder,
It is a
what brings
pleasure.
you-
It is a pleasure being here, my lords.
A pleasure to have you. You want to tell us something about yourself?
Well, my house didn't really contribute in the way the others' houses did. We came to power through our actions, if that makes sense. It is where we get our name, Giant God. When I was a lad, the city of Doldarim to the south, our dwarven brothers, required aid against an invasion of the giants. And our clan was able to defeat an entire legion of giants. We funneled them in the mountains into a pass where their numbers and size worked against them. And ever
Good to
since,
see.
we've had an honored place.
Impressive.
It
Are
was a long
giants a
time
common
ago.
myth?
Not anymore, no.
Well, that's good to know.
That was when you were a lad. What have you been
Aye.
up to in
Oh,
proceeding?
I enjoy the quiet life nowadays. I enjoy, the arts. I apply myself here and there, whether it be painting or music.
Can do your musical for you.
Have you ever done a musical?
Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure what that is.
It's like telling a story, but through song and dance.
Would that not be just a regular bardic tale?
Think like a regular bardic tale, but bigger. pyrotechnics, a whole stage, many players.
A man
Hmm.
named Alexander
That's-
Hamilton.
Oh my god.
That sounds intriguing. I'm not sure who this Hamilton fella is, but perhaps I can apply myself to it and create this musical that you so desire.
Oh wow. Oh, I love the idea of this. Oh, this is fun. It's important to still have fun. The arts are important. I'm not saying it's number one priority, but
Oh, that's understandable. I just thought I'd come and say hello. If you want me or not, it's up to you.
I'm very glad you came by. I am very glad. Thank you so much.
Yes, we would love if you made a musical of our lives.
Oh my.
And our
Okay.
journey here.
It's going to be an expensive commission.
Well, if we want to
Bye-bye.
save some money, we have a Toad play Zugleg. I'll have to pay
It'd be a
Toad.
big toad.
Would it?
William comes in alone this time. My lords, it'll be a few minutes before the next one is ready. I do
Hold up, hold up.
apologize.
Question William. What's up with William?
Yes, William.
So you're just here to help us out, basically, William?
Yes, I am one of the stewards of the palace.
All right.
Looks like Mr. Tumnus.
Wait, so were you a steward of the palace before?
Correct.
You've just been here this whole time.
Well, I didn't experience the last 1,000 years, no.
Fascinating.
choice, Okay, I suppose.
Everyone's being very casual about this.
Something that Ferrum may not have mentioned to you, it has been 3 weeks since the city has been restored, and we were concerned when you never returned. But the fox returned and assured us that you would return with them.
Like,
Tutsuko's been running the joint.
We
How
have
many
kept
sausages
things.
You made him get you, Totsuko.
What?
How many sausages
Have-
have you made him get you?
Tutsuko goes and, like a cat, rubs against his legs. Hopes
There
for
have
a
been many
treat.
sausages for this one.
You.
He snaps his fingers and a servant comes in and feeds Tutsuko some sausages.
You just have sausages on supply at a moment's notice.
So sick.
Right to her
Takes a
little
huge
favorite.
mouthful. Goes back to the pillow.
finally, some politics I can get behind. Let's get a couple of those over here, please.
Oh my gosh.
The lords would like to be fed.
Tutsuko shares one with Zuglag. Drops one
Oh,
on the
look
floor.
at you.
She's just glad everyone's back, you know? It's been lonely.
Mm,
We missed her very much.
It's been it's been 1,000 years? Everyone's just cool with this?
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Weeks. They've had 3 weeks to mull it over.
Adjust.
Oh, so they've
Yeah.
all just come to terms with the
Yeah.
fact.
Yes.
There's a really good therapist in town.
I definitely want to meet the therapist. This is like the Avenger. Have you guys seen the Avengers? Like the snap?
Yes.
They bring it back.
Yeah. That is essentially.
In the event.
Yeah.
Well, what is William's interest? Like, is he happy where he is? Tutsuko thinks he is.
Tutsuko would assume he is. Yes.
Okay. No perception checks needed.
No, really. You've been around for 3 weeks.
He's planning on assassinating us all in his sleep later.
Totally fine. Whatever.
He is a halfling. He is a lot smaller than most of you.
This next guy, is he like setting up a PowerPoint presentation?
I'm,
Got a light show.
I'm picturing like the Dragon's Den when they come in to pitch ideas for a business.
Oh, yeah. Except we don't pay them.
Right. I mean, I gotta say, I kind of love Ithreth and Egor. I think we could keep them in the castle. The Tinkerer and the Wizard.
I definitely think the wizard would be of some good use around here.
Agreed.
Long-term plans. After the musical, we should focus on
After-
maybe a university or something in this town.
We don't want them too educated, and they'll rise up against us.
I don't like
Nope.
where that's
Hey,
going.
Miss Karen the Dictator.
Oh my God. Can I just say, not crazy about the first guy. I don't know if I like the way he was talking about everything of just taxation
he's
this and
ruthless.
getting mine that.
I mean, taxation is probably a good idea, but
Listen, my father is a fantasy tax accountant. We know this. I'm not against a little bit of taxation, grease the wheels. We need money to run, putting money back into the community. I'm for it. I'm saying we shouldn't bleed everyone dry.
I'm gonna guess that Karen's a Republican. I'm gonna have it out there.
it's like the new type of Republican where I'm like not a capitalist.
Oh my God.
Yes. On a side note, Tsutsiko has been scribing everything.
How?
Like just
You
jot
should know
notes
how to write.
with her
That's
tail,
serious?
okay?
That's
With the tail.
Ever.
So I don't know how we want to maybe record all this shenanigans.
So share Google Doc. I mean, that
Yeah,
is-
I've started a Google Doc.
I'm taking notes as well, but
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a
You're-
little
you're-
sticky notepad here next to me.
Okay,
You're-
okay, we're good then.
your Google Doc is like private. You didn't share it, but
Well,
let's be
how can I
honest.
share it? I don't have your
I
email.
requested access.
Okay.
You should get an email allowing that.
Thank
You
you.
definitely have my email. There's no way you don't have my email. Think about. Anyway,
Shush. It's just easier if you just request access. Then I don't have to look. Okay.
Like, Tembuki,
Yes.
you said your dad is an accountant, right?
Yes, he is.
Would he be available for the economic position?
Oh, he is very, very busy. He's like, okay, listen, in our district, he's number one, but in sort of like the Tri-City area, he's number two. It's a whole thing. He's trying. I'm not gonna get into the whole politics of it. Point is that he's busy.
Right, but accountant for whatever the hell you just said. Accountant to a whole city, eh? That's got some prestige to it.
I
It just-
mean, I could inquire. I could send a letter. I don't know. I mean, I should send a letter to tell them about this anyway. So
we should tell our parents. I mean,
we should
mine
all
are
tell our
dead,
parents.
but
You guys have parents?
Ate my parents.
I love this idea that Tamaki's has this like nerdy dad who's an accountant wearing a pocket protector, who has like this badass warrior daughter. I love that.
It is terrific.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you like it. Everyone loves Jeffrey. Jeffrey loves everyone.
Jeffrey. That's the first normal name we've heard all day.
Name is
Also-
Jeffrey Rosax. he took her mother's name. That was that sort of whole thing. Is that was her proud warrior name, and he's like, they got married. And he's like, I'll take your last name, sure.
I think that we should have Magma Hands either help with the whole like agricultural thing because she can, control the weather, or she could run a really nice spa with her Magma Hands. really undo those knots with some heat massage.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if it's like normal or magma, or if she's able to do a little bit in between. I think in between would be ideal. Magma might be too much for most people.
Isn't there like hot stone massage? She could just heat up the stones using her magma hands.
Okay, so musical university spa.
I love that you're so concerned about nourishing people's souls, but what about actually feeding everybody? Shouldn't we be concerned about like farming?
Okay, we'll see who else can do the farming thing. Fine, that is a fair point.
You can't run a musical on an empty stomach, okay?
True that. At some point, we should meet the palace chef.
Is a chef?
I assume there's a
Doesn't
chef.
materialize on its own.
Who's making all the sausages and the McGrubbins?
I make the damn McGrubbins around here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
First three is Iron Lords. No one else makes a McRubbin other than Zugwag.
Does anybody
It's
else
seasoning
consider
bowl.
that everybody is back except for Ferrum is still a ghost? And everybody's just cool with that?
It was always
Yeah,
good.
I think he wasn't always a ghost. He had to be a human sometime to become a ghost.
Barbala!
Pretty goop. We got the pillows down.
Yes, my pillows. Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
All right, we got some people here to see us.
William, I'm sorry, I almost didn't notice you. Who have you brought with you?
Give me Aaron an aneurysm.
No, this is
Give
good.
him a minute.
Try to position your pillows. Okay. Anything else, my lord?
Were you always a ghost? I don't want to
no.
be rude or anything.
I did used to be alive, yes, but this position requires, well, a bit of a sacrifice.
Oh. Wait. Kill yourself for this job? You know, it's usually a figure
I
of
would-
speech.
I wouldn't call it killing myself, more it's a ritual sacrifice, so that I may materialize whatever the lords desire me.
That sounds like tomato to me, but
And you signed up for that willingly?
Why, yes, this is a position of great importance.
I guess it's stable employment.
I think Farrah might need to see that therapist that everybody's seeing.
You know how there's the phrase like ride or die? You chose like ride and die, and I love that.
He's our right
You
and
can look
die.
at it. You can look at it however you like, my lords, but I am perfectly happy serving.
Yeah, I suppose that's
Alrighty.
nothing.
And that would be enough.
And then William butts in. My lords,
They're just standing there.
my lords, I would like to introduce Lord Herug Brickjaw. And he
Howdy.
bows and walks away. And before you, you see this man.
Had a bald head.
Yeah. Look at this lad.
Look at this.
That's a slam.
Greetings, my lords.
How
Hello?
are you, sir?
Well, I'm doing mighty fine, now that there's some management back around.
Well, I
that's
haven't got that
debatable,
far.
but we'll see.
My house was one of builders and masons. We had built much of the old city, and I am dismayed to see what it has become. Ruins mostly, but I'm glad the palace still stands. I relish the thought of being able to build it up again.
What happened
Well,
to
we're
your
definitely
eye?
gonna need to do a lot of building, so I'm sure we will definitely have work for you to do.
It
To
is.
answer your question, a nail. It's nothing fancy, but, accidents happen.
You know what? You're upfront about it, and I respect you for it.
Urag, building a city will obviously take massive amounts of wood and clay and brick. Where
Indeed.
Clay?
clay? Use clay.
Do you? I don't know. I've never built a house.
Herrick, do you use
Alright,
clay
well,
when you
good
build?
thing you're not building houses, Karen.
Karen is not.
Sometimes.
Where in the past have we got these supplies? Where have you sourced your supplies from?
Yes, who's your supplier?
Depends. Some things would come from the land. And interestingly, most of the land has been fully restored to even previous times.
It is quite
Hopefully
convenient.
never.
But some things we did have to import.
And where have we imported, like, what things do we have to import and which cities tend to be our main suppliers? Who should we make friends with?
Well, definitely the southern dwarves. They were our largest trade partner.
Okay.
Southern dwarves, not the seven dwarves. Write that down.
I
Correct.
think it's important to keep in mind that these connections and sourcing happened over like 1,000 years ago. So I mean, we should contact them, but I mean, we shouldn't be surprised if not everyone is available.
You do make a good point. We did literally ghost them.
Oh my god, we
Or-
literally ghosted them. Oh,
Oh,
damn.
we did. They did. You just blame it
I
on
mean,
prior
like,
management.
the royal we.
And when we've been trading with them, what has been our export historically?
Our export was metals, gems, lumber. We imported a lot of marble and other more precious stones.
Okay.
Very,
Okay.
very good to know. Nice, nice.
You seem to have quite.
Anything else I can do for you, my lords?
Oh, thank you, Harem.
The name is Herug.
Harem. Oh God.
Harug.
Oh
Harug?
my gosh.
I'm
You're
like-
trying
I'm
to
like-
get one of those already. You've been in power like a day. Calm down.
That's really more of Zugleg's position.
Ew.
Zuglight's
Yeah.
in charge of harems? I don't know if I agree with that.
Anyway,
Is in charge of harems. Let's get that clear.
we
I mean-
appreciate your time, Mr. Herrug, and you are a shoe-in for a position
Ab-
here.
Absolutely.
Zugleg, you can't tell that to everybody that comes up.
Yeah.
We should,
Just trying to get the good vibes going. Come
there's
on.
less than 200 people here. I'm sure we can find something for almost anyone to do.
Yeah, so she gets it.
There's a lot to do around here.
Agma Hands is not allowed to run the harem. That sounds like a recipe for a hospital.
I have a question. Is it gonna be like, do we all get an individual harem, or is it like a shared thing?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't want a
If
pre-used
we're going
harem.
this route, I'm the one who takes it too far. Okay.
I
I didn't
mean,
even want to do a harem. You guys brought up the harem. How do you
If
think
we
our
have-
how do you think our citizens are viewing us so far? You
if we
think
have a
I
brothel,
think our DM is viewing us so far.
Very happily.
Oh, it's good to be back.
It is, it is.
is a 15% brothel tax too much, or is that okay?
Maybe we'll go 12 for starters.
I mean, once we evaluate the needs, yeah, we can reevaluate. I'll I'll include it in my letter to my father. I'll ask his
Ooh.
opinion.
Maybe to incentivize people, we should have like a buy 9 get the 10th one free card.
Oh, God.
We don't
Yes,
need
I
to
see that
incent
you're
now
a frequent
people to
flyer.
have
Did you bring your punch card? My gosh. What kind
This
of
isn't
city are we
poster
building?
juice.
Either the greatest city ever or the worst one. No in between.
I feel like we're just gonna make New York again if we're not careful. I don't want to be Giuliani. Don't make me be
Las
Giuliani.
Vegas.
Uglug is definitely Giuliani of all of us.
Of all, so glad is Mayor Giuliani.
We'll neither confirm nor deny.
He has the aesthetic, so it's good.
I'm sorry, the idea of someone looking at Zuglag Wide Brain and being like, you know who has the aesthetic of? New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani.
The resemblance is uncanny. I mean,
I don't know if that's a bigger insult to Zuglag or Giuliani himself. I don't know.
yes.
Like, if an Eastern European man comes along, you know who Borat is? Don't talk to him. I swear to God. We do not need a scandal like that here.
Right. Borat, except it's just Bo the Rat.
Oh my gosh.
William, this is getting out of hand. Please bring up the next contestant.
Please help me.
Theron, you're muted.
I did not want to interrupt, my lords. You seem to be deep in discussion.
Yes, very important things. You can interrupt us next time.
May I
Or you can
introduce
interrupt them.
to you the Lady Thararura Jadethane.
Like she could run the brothel.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God. Panic! Please ignore her. There's no mention. There's no brothels. Ignore. Not yet. Anyway, we're not. Shit.
Hello. How's it going?
Miss Jade Thane, what brings you forth?
Well, my house was known for smithing. We made many of the royal armors and arms. I was known for inventing this dual hammer technique.
Ooh. Mackie, that seems like something that'd be up your alley. The double hammer approach.
Axes and hammers are very different, but I appreciate the thought.
Fair enough.
But blacksmithing, very useful, very needed.
Absolutely, especially if we're going to rebuild this damn place.
I'm positive we could find something for you.
Was there actually
Anything else you'd like to know?
Was there a previous, like, central smithing hub, or was it just kind of like scattered shops all over the course of the city?
Yes, there were many. There is one smith, one forge has been restored.
Right, okay, good to know, good to know.
Arura? Am I saying that right? I might go with Miss Jade Thane.
Whatever works best.
We've seen a couple people now who have come to us with claims that they make weapons and instruments of war. Was there something in the city's past where people were afraid that we were going to be invaded? Were we fighting with somebody?
When weren't we fighting? We were always at war with one another. To show the strength, you know.
America.
America, yes.
Not sure what that is, but...
Well, we very much appreciate your time, and I'm sure we will be getting back to you soon.
She bows and walks away. And William brings in one more. My lords, the final lord who wishes to contribute, Lord Harthvar Deacon Age. And in front of you, you see this man.
Hello, sir. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
Aye. Well, my house was known for being warrior priests. That's where we got our name. In the age of deacons. It was during a time that people held the priests of Athroth above all else. And the priests led the armies in battle. I led
Thank you
many
very much.
armies.
That's good. That's good. That's very good. If you don't mind me asking, Mr. Deaconage.
Deacon Age,
Uh,
yes.
Deaconage, my apologies. With the recent, shall we say, resurrection of the city, has that affected your faith in Astaroth in any way?
Well,
Still believe in God. What a question in an interview. But go on.
If a man preaches about being a leader of men based on the pretense of religion, I want to know if the religion has affected him, considering the Golden nuked the city. I think it's a fair question.
the past 1,000 years have been a time of reflection for me.
Oh, yes.
And I understand now that we strayed from his path.
What
So you
path-
would say that your faith is still strong in Astaroth, then?
Stronger than ever.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I appreciate that.
Which path forward do you feel Astaroth would have us take?
One of strength and solidarity.
Solidarity. Okay.
Quite a vague answer for something, but okay.
Solidarity in the sense that we should go forth and share our solidarity with other cities, then? Is that what you mean?
We should focus first on becoming strong ourselves. I'm sure our resurrection will have not gone unnoticed among the kingdoms. And we will be ripe for the pickings, easy conquering, if we don't shore our defenses.
Well, stands to reason, yeah.
I suppose.
Well, I like this guy. I'm just going to say it. I know I've said it for every guy so far, but I like this guy.
Do you have experience fighting monsters from the Badlands?
Some, yes. Once in a while, some ventured this far.
Zuglag kind of like
That blasted
shrinks into
wall
his
only-
seat a little bit.
That blasted wall only protects those Westerners.
And have you ever heard of monsters from the Violet?
What is that?
Oh, okay. All right. We'll get into that later. It's very important, though, and we're going to go over it.
I appreciate the candor.
Well, we appreciate you coming forward and giving us your time and recommendation for a position.
Seriously, thank you very much.
He bows deeply and walks out. May Astaroth give you strength in these times.
And to you.
William comes in. That is the last of the nobles who have come forth. I will leave you to
Excellent.
make your deliberations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes. All right, gang.
It's at this point that Ferrum pipes up. Well, my lords, it seems we have a lot in front of us on our plate, eh?
Yes.
Here, have a look. And he shows you the city again. I have to scroll in and out for it to render. And he points out many things. As you can see, the inner palace has been restored along with our royal docks. We have a stadium, a tavern, some noble housing, some medium density housing along the walls, and the rest of the city is still rubble, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Do all
So,
of
now,
people
out of
have
character.
hope?
Yes.
Much hope. Okay, so out of character. So, you will get to rebuild this city. So since this is a map that I've made, I can edit everything as I go along, as we build things. And each of the, boxes, squares, and whatnot are city blocks.
Okay.
Your city's main walls to the south, they are standing but in need of a lot of repair. Your city or kingdom has a treasury with 100,000 gold in it currently.
Oh.
And it will cost money to repair things and to make things, to build things, right? So, if you guys take a look at this, this was kindly made for us by Stefan from one of the other D&D campaigns that he was in once
right on.
before. And this is the tracker of everything that can be built. And at the bottom, you can see the available funds, the city's happiness, and total happiness per week, how much gold you're earning per week, and your total population.
Oh, wow. That's really helpful.
Okay.
So all of the things that are currently checkmarked are things that are currently built. So, you have a small tavern. You have that brings in 250 gold per week. A medium-sized stadium, which brings in 1,500 gold per week. A small alchemist, which brings in 400 gold per week. A medium blacksmith or forge brings in 650 gold per week. You have 2 blocks of medium density housing, which is 100 people can live there, and brings in 250 gold per week. And you have 1 block of noble housing, which can house 10 people plus their 10 main people plus their wives and stuff like that, but or husbands, whichever may be, and brings in 500 gold per week. And you have a large cathedral of Astaroth, which brings 6 happiness per week.
Oh, look, there's brothels.
And musicians
There are
guild.
brothels.
So there is.
So
So we can make that happen.
the city walls. So any of the buildings, right? If you build a specialty building, it reduces the housing block size by 25% for a small one, 50% for a medium one, and 75% for a large one. So what that means is, let's say you have a block with poor people housing, so low density housing, which would normally bring in 100 people and 50 gold per week, and you lose 5 happiness for low density housing per week.
Okay.
The reason that people are important is for your army, which you build with the barracks. You have small, medium, and large barracks available. One replaces the other, and your barracks will give you 250 soldiers for the small one, 500 soldiers for the medium one, and 1,500 soldiers for the large one. Each soldier costs 5 gold per week.
That adds fast.
Yes. And they all have
Small one,
various
it's
costs associated.
Like, oh, wow. Okay.
So you can see all the costs of things as well on the last column almost.
Mhm.
And that's how much it will cost to build it initially. And what I was getting at with the specialty building, so let's say you build a tavern in one of the city blocks, right? If you build a small tavern, it'll reduce the amount of people that can live there by 25% for a small one, 50% for a large one, a medium one, and 75% for a large one. Okay?
Okay.
I think so.
Again, you just ask for the things that you want to build, and we'll discuss how these things work. You can build things like brothels and taverns for more happiness and gold, courthouses to increase taxes by reducing crime, and that also increases happiness. A merchant's guild will increase tax revenue and lose you happiness. Musicians Guild increases happiness. Adventurers Guild unlocks hiring of extra adventurers. You will have, so after we go over this initial thing, the next set of people that you're going to interview will be for your first group of adventurers. And your adventurers that you send out will have different chances of success depending on how you build your teams, how well you think they would get along, and
It's gonna be so much fun.
like various different rewards for them for the different jobs that are currently available.
Well, all right.
My goodness. So much to do, so exciting.
Yes.
You put in so much
And
work,
then-
Farron. Holy shit.
I did.
I'm noticing it. I'm appreciating it. I'm calling you out. I'm saying thank you.
I
You're very
am
welcome.
intimidated, but okay, we'll figure it out.
We'll do this. I believe in it.
You are now the kings or lords of this kingdom.
Thank you. Gender neutral
And what
terms.
you do is up to you. There is no set path for you anymore. There are things that will need to be done. There will be political scandals. There will be things that happen, like
We're all gonna be around Zuglag.
I was about to say, yeah.
Giuliani on
Probably all
my
gonna be.
there will be, events that heavily decrease happiness, or events where food for the city is impacted and you guys need to figure it out, figure out how to fix it,
We're gonna have to
all
work
that
together.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Exciting.
Okay.
Also, not a super huge priority. We should totally like come up with like a holiday. You know? That'll increase happiness, right? People like having something to celebrate, reason to get together.
Day off
Like a
work.
holiday
That is
at some
your-
point.
That is your prerogative. You may rule how you wish.
I feel like we should definitely make a holiday at some point, for sure.
Make today a holiday.
I think it would be appropriate to celebrate the rebirth of the city.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the perfect excuse to make a new
True.
holiday.
There you go.
What should we call the holiday?
The rebirth day, the day of rebirth, something like that. That's like the wheelhouse.
Easter.
Something in that avenue.
How about Retribution Day?
Retribution day.
That sounds daunting. I don't think that increases happiness.
It's retribution day time. No, Mom, please.
Yeah, you know what? We want to invoke like a happy time. Like this is a time of celebration. You know, like oh, we've been gone for 1,000 years. We're back now.
Oh yes, and let's have a purge day as well, where all the rules
Day.
for 24 hours. Citizens,
God,
do whatever you choose.
We're gonna spend all year building up the city and undo it with one purge day. You know that, right?
God.
And Bast will lead the charge.
I might not be able to read, but god damn it.
Oh gosh.
Makes me think of that joke where it's like I may not know how to read, but and then nothing else.
I was elected to lead, not to read.
I could afford
Brilliant.
read for me.
Fine. Ferrum can follow me around and read all any documents we need.
That sounds like a
Someone's gonna have to
If
do
that's
it
what the
fast
Lord
all
wishes.
the time to read.
We should probably start by getting an army.
Well, we should probably start by talking about who we want to hire. We
That's
have
true.
3
Yeah,
positions.
Two opposing views right there. We should start killing people. We should hire somebody.
To kill people.
The most important
Hello.
thing, and the whole objective is to help build up the city, and in order to do that, we need to have people that we hired to facilitate that. So we should hire people first and start figuring out what areas we want to focus on rebuilding the city. I feel like food, farming, very important, need to eat, and housing, because we need places for people to live, right?
This makes sense.
Yeah. There's like around like 100.
We also can't have an army without people.
Exactly, and they need to have exactly. So if we have the housing, we'll have the people. The people will be happy. Then we do the barracks and we worry about the army and everything. It's gonna be a little bit before anyone tries to attack. Hopefully.
Looking at you, Theron.
Wait, this is something else I was thinking about. Okay, this is a very serious conversation I wanted to bring up. We were hired to do a job, to get this artifact for this guy, and it went off the rails, and now we're the Iron Lords and the city's back. What happens to the guy?
Oh
He
yeah.
still wants the thing, right? Is he gonna come for us? Do we give him what do we do?
Do we have the necklace still?
Yeah, I got it right here in my pocket.
Have loose.
All right, we need when we hire the adventurers, we need to get some adventurers to go give it to him, because we can't just abandon our post to go give it to him. But he needs to get it.
My
or
lords,
he's gonna come for us.
This thing designates
My
us
lords,
as
that-
the Iron Lords.
yes, he is correct. That is the symbol of office and is a magical item that has bound you to this city.
Oh boy! All right. Oh, that guy.
And also prolongs your life.
We're going back to the army thing, aren't we?
Yeah, you know what? We're circling back around, and I think we're gonna need to get a really good army quickly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he was an influential man.
He also was expecting us back like 2.5 weeks ago, so.
it's not our. We were in like.
Oh, I have an idea. For adventurers,
idea?
we hire them to go back to tell him that we died.
And kill him. Oh.
No.
What if?
We
What if we got our gem man, the guy with the gems, to create a look-alike?
I feel like that's asking for trouble, because it's a magical artifact. It needs to have magical properties. He wants to use it for a purpose. He's not just gonna like look at it.
Maybe
I
we
mean-
could get the sorcerer guy.
Yeah.
Chant it, and whoever puts on the necklace just turns purple.
Or shrivels up and dies.
Forgets how to
You
read.
might also be misremembering that he was a trader of magical items and would hire people to procure said things, to study them, and a lot of the times he would sell those items to the Hall of Knowledge.
And what does the Hall
That's
of
where he
Knowledge
got his money
do
for.
with the
The Hall of Knowledge. The Hall of Knowledge is a independent kingdom to the north, where all knowledge is collected, and all are welcome
Like a museum.
to seek any sort of knowledge. Yeah, it's a massive library that is on a floating island in the mountains of Pangor.
So
And
if we were to make a convincing enough fake, and he sells it to the Hall of Knowledge, and they just display it, do you think we could get away with
I
this?
think we're getting a little bit off of track with what the purpose of this thing was.
We could just not like tell him anything and see what happens.
Great, and then he'll just show up to our door with an army, and we'll deal with
Yeah.
it when it happens.
It's a necklace. He's a trader. He's not going to show up with an army, and if he does, hopefully by then we'll have one too.
Don't you think he was just like
I'm just saying. I feel like he's gonna come back in some fashion, and we should attempt to be ready for it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Okay.
maybe we'll just send another group of adventurers and we'll just woo them with our brothel and they'll be on our side before they leave.
We're not building a brothel.
It's
We're
only-
absolutely
They are
building a brothel.
absolutely building a brothel at some point. That is going to happen. If we're gonna have a military base here, there's gonna be a brothel. You need to accept that, Karen.
Can't help
Soldiers and
but love
hookers.
each other.
I mean, terrible idea. We could just have like Aaron or Tamaki lead our army. Do we really need to hire somebody?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something very
I
different.
know.
Just talking about the
No.
brothel.
I'm not gonna be
I
the
was
madam
about
of the
to go
fucking
over there
brothel.
and punch you.
No, lead the army. I mean, if you want to, you could lead the brothel, but I honestly think you would scare most of the clientele
Oh my
away.
gosh. Oh wow, thanks.
Very
Thank you.
Wait. A question of theory here for Theron. You said that this necklace binds us to the city. Does that mean that we physically can't leave?
no,
Okay, just making sure.
Well, here's the thing.
it
If
just
I'm planning,
it points you to office and binds you to office and prolongs your life.
if I'm planning on sending a letter to my parents anyway to potentially ask for my father Jeffrey's help, I got all my battle skills from my mother, and she's one of the most like decorated orc fighters around. And if he comes here to help, she's probably gonna want to come with him. And I mean, she could definitely help out with the whole army situation. If that's
Maybe
the
you're
route we're
just
gonna go.
sad that I'm an orphan. I should have had cooler parents.
Your parents are dead, so
I'm sorry that everyone else's parents suck and or are dead, okay? I'm sorry my parents are the best.
I mean, I have pretty right parents too.
You've never ever mentioned them in the past like month we've known each other.
It never came up. It didn't seem
Tell me about your
appropriate
parents.
to the situation.
In fairness, this is the first we're also hearing of Jeffrey. And so, what's your mother's name?
I mentioned them in my intro completely because they are that important to her character, and I name dropped Jeffrey, and I mentioned he was a fantasy tax accountant, and everyone laughed, but apparently no one remembered them. But I dropped them in the intro.
I remember.
What's your mother's name?
Fuck, I wrote it down. I love that. I remember Jeffrey, but I don't remember.
You wrote your mother's name down so you won't forget.
I'm not.
What a fantastic influence she has been on your life.
I meant to say that out of character. I'm sorry. Her name is Olthaga.
Wolfaga and Jeffrey.
Yeah, Olthaga Rosax and Jeffrey. Rosax.
Old Jeffrey.
Last name.
A beautiful family.
Sure. We're a beautiful, beautiful family.
All right. So first, quick matter, as we were talking about declaring the day of rebirth or whatever a holiday.
Easter.
Restoration Day. How about that?
Restoration works.
Restoration Day it is. Okay. Our first official matter done.
Stamped. January 16th.
Well, then so.
Glorious Restoration Day.
Our month.
And so then shall be decreed that. Sorry, but was it today that we're doing this, or is it the day the city actually came back?
Yeah, shouldn't it be the day it came back?
Yeah, the day the city came back.
3 weeks ago today.
Then next year it shall be
Wait,
the day of restoration.
No,
That gives
wait.
us a year to prepare.
3 weeks
Now
ago
we can-
was Boxing Day. We can't do that.
Why not?
Like it's already Boxing Day.
I think
Everybody.
it was Boxing Day.
What?
Yeah,
What's Boxing?
breaking character for a moment. I don't think Boxing Day exists in the fantasy world.
Well, why not? It's
The
fun.
holiday just for boxes.
Where are they supposed to
gosh.
get their deals?
The merchants need to break
Here's
even.
where I'm concerned.
What's in the boxes?
Here's
Alright.
what I'm concerned.
Well,
Why
gentlemen,
is
we
Christmas a thing in
consecrate
fantasy
this
world when
bastard
Jesus
man
Christ
to the
isn't a
bayou
thing in
for
fantasy
his
world?
dual-wield
God.
Who said anything about Jesus?
in the bushes to find a resupply. So,
I just assumed
with that,
it was about two people
we
getting
offered him
gloves
to the
on
great
and hitting
bayou
each other
god, so,
senseless.
on three, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2.
Right, I hadn't thought of that. That's a fair point.
That Boxing Day, yes, that Boxing Day.
Hey, yo, hey.
Anyways,
What do you think fantasy Jesus looks like? Anyway.
Okay, we're not. Let's move on.
I'll Google it. Fantasy.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
I'm sure there's some Bible fan fiction out there, but let's
I mean,
talk
the
about.
Bible is all
100%
fan
is, we're
fiction.
not talking about it.
I mean, I could say something really horrifically fucking mean right now, but I won't.
Listen, what is Dante's Inferno if not Bible fan fiction? You know? Anyway.
Okay, so we need to hire a general, an economic advisor, a city planner, plus or minus some diplomat.
Okay, so.
Who do we
Alright.
want to start with?
And any
let's
other
start with the city
positions that you
planner.
so desire.
And the other positions that we so desire, says the.
Like, you know, whoever's gonna be the lead whore at the brothel. It's a very important role.
Fucking shit.
I'm
We
sorry,
really-
sorry, you're right. The term is house mother. Gosh, let's be politically correct.
I was talking about the fucking picture in the Discord, but okay.
Not a single person came
That's
forward and
awesome.
said they want to be the brothel, the house mother, whatever.
look at the fucking else on Satan.
Gonna have a stroke. Okay.
I remember arm wrestling being mentioned in the Bible.
Stop.
Okay.
Under
back on
Chad 316. Anyway.
Let's start with the army. Let's start
Right.
with at least an interim commander.
Fair, fair.
Personally, I think the warrior priest fella might be the best for the job there.
Yes, nothing bad ever happened with a warrior zealot running an army.
Well, would you rather Mr. I'm going to tax the hell out of the lower classes run our army?
Maybe.
I mean, again, we do have the option that we could just have one of us run the army for now.
Yeah, that is
You
a
do.
fair point.
I mean, that is, yeah, sure.
And they could be like, we could have somebody
What's his
help.
last name?
Deacon Age be our like second in command.
Is he the zealot?
I believe that's how it's already going to work.
Is that, or are we just picking designated NPCs to do this?
You can do it however you want.
Fair enough.
I thought there
I
were
feel
going
like
to be
the
a five.
army is important enough that it's a good call at least to start to have one of us help oversee it, and then have Deacon Age or whoever like help advise, but not give him full control. Does that make sense?
That was my understanding of it.
I would agree to that. And
I would too.
like to volunteer not to run the army.
Sounds game.
I'll do it.
Aaron, I thought, oh, okay. Yeah, no, Tamaki.
I've had a lot of experience in battle and with everything with my mother and, you know, fighting in armies myself. I feel like I have enough experience.
I agree to that.
All
I'm
right,
fine with that.
let it be known.
Okay. I will.
Then so let
keep
it be
him
decreed
in mind.
that you should henceforth be known as Lord Commander Tamaki Rosax.
Lord Commander.
Oh, that's got a nice ring to it.
Look at me.
And just to clarify, we are also giving Deaconage second in command type of powers. on
Yes. Yes, I believe so. Yes. So
that? Okay.
he will have some power, but ultimate decision making should fall to me. If I agree, if I say something's not happening, it's not happening. Wonderful. Look at us go.
All right. Now,
Look at
next up, our economic advisor.
Mm.
Well,
I'm not crazy about taxation, dude. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no to that.
Well, the mason guy. We should put the mason guy to work right away. The builder.
Should be.
There's
Hero-
a lot of rebuilding that needs to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say let's give, just skipping economic advisor for a minute here. We should do maybe a 2 split for city planner as well, the tinkerer and the builder.
Yeah. Get them to focus on the outer walls first, and then housing on the inside.
Yeah, work their way back in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that.
Sounds good.
Maybe ask the tinkerers, like, make a suggestion about indoor plumbing. Not
They're
that
dwarves, I would hope they already have it.
Tsutsuki wouldn't make that suggestion, though, because she's a fox, so. Just
Yes, I would think that we could
Poops where
do
she
the-
pleases.
I piss where I want. To be more specific, let's get the mason or the builder on the outer walls, and then let's get the tinkerer started on repairing infrastructure for the city.
So you'd like to split the position?
I mean, I'm in favor of it. All in favor?
Hey,
Aye.
yeah.
All right.
Bast, you're on board?
All right, my lords, what would you like to name the split positions? Perhaps one could be the Lord of Defense, and the other, I don't know.
No, they should both share the same roles. They both need to be on the same page about defenses and infrastructure.
Oh, I've got it.
I was going to say, like, one could be in charge of the interior, one could be in charge of the exterior.
Well, why don't we name the builder guy the city planner, and then we have the tinkerer be the city's lead engineer.
I like
There
that.
we go.
Sounds good. I will note it down.
Terrific.
I'm noting it too. Hang tight.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Also, the tinkerer was the engineer.
Yes.
And the other one was the city planner.
Brickjaw was his name, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, that just leaves us then with we have to do the economic person.
and then any other roles we see fit to designate.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I'm curious what the food and farming situation is like currently. And what needs to be done.
Well, a modest amount of farm is started, and we have enough food and supplies, at least until next year, for the current population.
That's great. Okay.
Good. Okay.
Current
Right.
population is the key.
Yes, current
I
population.
don't doubt that quite soon we will need to be importing food from neighboring kingdoms.
Hmm.
At least until our farms are up and running.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. We need to import.
To do that.
And we need farmers.
Yes.
Well, that comes with population too.
You'd hope.
I feel like that's part of the city planner's job, though, is to also lay out farm and
Designate land and everything. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know who to pick for the economic advisor position.
Jeffrey.
Hell's Plate was the only person who really came forward with any kind of economic experience, but he's a dick, so.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Maybe he's a nice miner. Like Elon Musk.
I can't be the economic advisor. I can't
Read.
You
read.
can't read.
To do economics, ledgers are essential.
I also wouldn't necessarily recommend putting Zuglag in charge of the money.
No, I feel like you shouldn't touch the money. You shouldn't look at the money. I don't even like you thinking about the money.
More brothels.
15 already.
I like liquor and whores. I like liquor and whores.
Oh my gosh. At least he's honest. Finally, an honest politician. That's what I can get behind.
Well, there's Honor Shaper, but he doesn't have any like explicit economic experience.
Guy with the book?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3-foot dude we all loved.
Yeah, the 3-foot man doesn't have a job.
Yet. We will get him a job.
I mean, we could say to the gem guy that he isn't allowed to make any money off of his businesses. That he has to work for a salary if he really wants to be, financial guy. Oh.
I wonder if he's still going to be interested in the job then.
Right? Maybe.
What
Yeah.
about...
The artist.
Yeah, there's the artist, yeah. What about Jade Thane?
The hammer lady?
Yeah, she's a blacksmith, but if she's a blacksmith, she, like, knows the economics of running the business, theoretically.
Well, she needs to do blacksmithing. We need that more.
Yeah, that's a fair
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I think she's gonna be the royal armor.
Tamaki, I don't suppose your dad is genuinely available, is he?
I need to write him. Hold on. Can I get some parchment and a quill?
William
Utsuki
comes
passes it over.
Okay.
shuffling
I'm
over.
going to pen a letter to my father and to my mother, and I will let them know the situation, and hopefully they will get back to us soon and see if they can help us out with everything. Even if they can't, maybe they'll know some people who can.
And
Fair enough, I suppose.
William stands behind you and he's like, and where do they live?
Where do they live? I believe that my mother is at home right now. She does a lot of traveling, but I believe she's at home with my father right now. They're in Riskendale at the moment. That's where he's currently working out of.
And remind me, where, in what kingdom is that?
Great question. Where do you want it to be, Theron? Because I came up
It's
with the
up to
name
you.
of the place. I didn't pick a place on the map yet. I'm so sorry.
Um,
Here,
Yeah, where's the map? I'll pick a place.
Pick.
Okay, cool. Hold on. Give me a second. I thought it was so like, oh yeah, I'm gonna name the city they're from and everything, and I wrote all this info down. Didn't pick a place on the map at all.
well, Tamaki's remembering where she was raised.
I wasn't raised there. They're living there now. I was raised elsewhere.
We do know one more person who is good with money, who's very generous, who donates lots to charity. We could consider Lord Hammersmill. Hammersmill. For the position of economic advisor. He's
guy who hired you?
Yeah.
Philanthropist?
Yeah. He's generous. He donates lots to this organization. He's wealthy.
I don't
Clearly,
trust
he's
him.
good with money.
Well, he's wealthy because he sells trinkets to the Hall of Knowledge. He doesn't donate them.
Good point.
Granted, that is, business, but
And wouldn't it be nice to have him on our side instead of leading an army against us?
I don't think he's got an army.
he's a merchant. He does not have an army. At least not yet, anyway.
He hired us.
Yeah, 5 idiots.
Hiring
Oh my gosh. I'm
Fine.
gonna say
Hiring,
that
Lord.
it's,
an army.
You can't read.
I'm gonna say that it's near the forest of do not know how to pronounce that one. Elgawarts? Is that it?
Elmagitas?
Gretas? Yeah, that's it. I'll say
The
I'll
forest
say-
of
I'll say it.
Elmagitas.
Yes.
So it's in the country of Ord, near Riverstone, between Ikavin, like in that area.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yes. Yes.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Then William will be like, "All right, I will send this letter. It will probably be about 6 months before we hear from them.
Oh, right. That's a problem.
It's quite far away."
That is, isn't it? I should have picked somewhere closer. Whoops, that's on me. Oh boy.
He takes your letter. Perhaps you can appoint someone in the interim.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to. Shit.
I suppose we don't have many.
Also,
It's
I like
all-
how you guys take power and it's just like instant nepotism.
Oh yeah, just
You're like,
We're gonna hire
like my mom's gonna lead our army, my dad's gonna be the advisor.
I have a cousin who.
My dad.
We did.
My dad.
It is important to keep in mind that we are going to get more people in the city who could help fill out some of these roles, hopefully, with the process of us building things up,
Correct.
right?
Honestly, I would say maybe let's give Honor Shaper the job for the time being and see how he does.
You know what?
Ownership
Yes,
Done.
probationary
Probation.
period.
like the short guy.
Yeah, our librarian friend.
Maybe we could get William to bring him back in here and ask him how he feels about that before we just assign him a job that he didn't ask for.
I mean, yeah, well, he asked for any job, but I mean, fair enough.
He did. Okay. William,
Yes, my lord.
could you ask Mr. Honor Shaper to come back for a moment?
Yes, I will go get him.
Aye, you lords wanted me?
We're sorry to bug you again. How are you with money? On like a large scale, not like
Macroeconomics you're talking about?
yes. You have
I
experience.
suppose it's not much different than books. Have to keep track of those too.
Did anybody catch that?
Yeah, Theron, just as a heads up, when you're using that modulator there, you're clipping really bad.
Then I will turn it off.
Good enough!
It's Ferrum, oh god! You could appoint Ferrum.
And what I said previously was, I suppose that it's like books. You have to keep track of them too.
You know what? It's fair.
They are books. He speaks the truth.
Like you would know.
Well, I don't think nobody here uses like Excel or QuickBook or anything, right?
I do excel in making quick books, if that's what you're asking.
Smooth. Brilliantly done. Nice.
Just worried it'll take him away from things that are magical in nature that he could learn better.
Yeah,
Better.
that's true. Oh, God. We got to give the job to Hell's Plate, don't we?
I'm not crazy about the idea, but I think we might have to.
You could
Will
just
that be
make-
all, my lords?
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
All right.
I say we
Bye-bye.
put Utsuko in charge.
Oh, great idea. Yeah, put the
I'm just
fox who
happy.
wants to run everything on love in charge of the money.
Nobody needs to know.
I mean,
We would know.
Setsuko got a tavern going. She got part of the walls going, some houses in
By the
there.
way, how?
Wait, yeah, did you actually get that done in 3 weeks on your own?
Yes.
No, those buildings were restored when the city came back. Tsuzuko has been doing nothing.
Mm,
You little
Setsuko
liar.
growls. Grr.
Sutsuko, I love you. When are we gonna build Sutsuko a statue, though, for real?
Yeah, I was
It will
just thinking,
be an epic statue.
Obviously, we
yeah,
wouldn't be
dog
here
house.
without you. We all would have died like twice without you.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
Maybe Tutsuko should take on the healthcare stuff. Healing and whatnot.
Sutsuko runs the hospital.
It's a new children's book.
Strikes difficult patients with a moonbeam.
Oh my god! Get better!
misery? What?
Gosh.
Okay, how about this? Because clearly there aren't really a lot of other better options for economic advisor. Why don't we call Hell's Plate in here? We give him the job, but we make it explicitly clear that, you know, we control taxation and that the, for lack of a better way of putting it, lower classes are not to be exploited.
Okay.
What do we feel about that?
Sure.
Is there someone he can be in partnership with?
Yeah, is there anyone who could potentially keep him in line?
I'll keep him in line.
Beautiful, Karen. He has to consult you on all major decisions, okay? And we're trusting you to not exploit the citizens of the kingdom.
He
Yeah,
is
a person who wanted
he
to
is
build a
it is
party
only
and-
an advisor position. It's all up to you guys anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe he answers only to Karen, and then Karen.
Oh my god, I can think of a better boss for him actually. Has to answer to Karen for everything. Fantastic. I sign off on it.
Why does this feel like cuckold?
Jesus. Okay.
What a sentence. What a sentence to just drop.
I mean, I've been
Gosh.
drinking, so.
Speaking
Sure,
of,
blame
I'm
it on
gonna grab
that.
a drink. I'll be right back.
So all in favor
I'm
of
saying things.
Hell's Plate being the economic advisor then?
I suppose.
At least until somebody better comes along.
Yeah, we could put up a help wanted ad in the town next door.
Yeah, maybe put up a billboard or something.
I didn't even notice the bill.
You ever just invent the billboard?
Are you good with money? Are you good with numbers? Do you want to be
Yeah,
the
we can make
financial
one for the
advisor for the
brothel.
kingdom? Wouldn't
Apply
that be
with
a
it.
power job? Being the house mother for the brothel and the financial advisor all in one?
Hey, if she's the house mother to a brothel, you better believe she's a good accountant.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Accountants.
All right. So all that we have left to designate here is various emissaries, ambassadors, and other jobs we feel need doing.
Well, what else do we feel needs doing?
I want to say let's give, if we're not going to make Honor Shaper the economic advisor, let's make him like a chief historian or something. He knows his books.
Sure.
Give him something to do.
I feel like the artist.
Pity work.
What's his name? Yeah.
He could decorate the city.
I was thinking he might be a good
Culture advisor.
Yeah.
diplomat. We do
He
need
would
some.
be a good diplomat, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He knows the culture of the city. He comes from a prominent family.
He's got military honors behind him. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like the idea
yeah,
of
I
him
like
being
that.
an ambassador.
Mm.
Right, Halem Giant Guard, ambassador.
Anything else you'd like to appoint?
What about Jade Thane? Chief of Industry?
I was gonna say royal armorer.
She could do both.
Conflict of interest. Yeah, we could do that.
I'm fine with either.
Magmahans can be the meteorologist.
And in today's forecast, flames. Magma.
How's the weather looking, Ollie?
Magma. Thanks, Ollie. It's gonna rain.
I love the idea of making the chick normally being blamed for natural disasters or meteorologists.
And now, Magma Hands with the weather.
And now, hi.
It's gonna be hot.
Right, so
It's gonna be hot.
I kind of imagine her more as like.
What?
Karen
No.
from Girls.
Gosh.
Oh, shit. Okay, so what did we decide on for Jade Thane first?
I think armorer makes sense. Like, chief of industry, that's quite broad and might actually fall better for the tinkerer engineer.
Okay,
So, like,
yeah, fair point.
Chief engineer of industry.
We'll just, yeah.
We will
And then
say-
Jade Thane is royal armorer.
Yeah, so she'll be responsible for providing arms for the forces and whatnot.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, this beer sucks.
And any job for Magma Hand, or
Meteorologist, I thought we discussed this.
Or,
I see. Okay.
like, I guess you can't be.
And,
Theron's like, I thought you were doing a bit.
Oh
I
god.
didn't know you were serious.
Every day she will publish in our paper.
maybe something like an agricultural advisor, or
Court,
Honestly,
And that's it.
cultural advisor is fine with me. I can't
Yeah.
think of anything else.
court sorceress.
Just
The
sorceress?
Minister of Magic.
Court sorceress.
Oh my gosh, the Minister of Magic. There you go.
No, that should definitely be Honor Shaper's title. Minister
yeah,
of
poor
Magic.
honor shaper.
I have 400 years of experience. Nah.
You're old. You're going to be
So-
the historian because you are history.
Do we want to
Like-
change honor shaper's title or keep him as chief historian?
You can do both.
Minister of Magic.
I love that that's
Chief
the
of-
solution. Everyone here can do multiple jobs. It's fine.
There's like 100 of us.
We're a startup, okay?
It's a startup company. Everybody has
Fast
to.
grab. Oh man.
Need to be able to work in a fast-paced environment.
3 years experience minimum. Starting wage minimum.
Yeah.
Must be proficient
Okay.
in Microsoft Office.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
So should we have one of those really weird laws? Like, you know how you can't like eat an orange in a bathtub in San Francisco or something? Should we have like a really
Yeah.
like weird
You
esoteric
like
law?
can't tie a giraffe to a lamppost in like Tennessee or something.
Yeah, like something like fun. So people just like, did you hear? Did you hear that over there? That
Oh,
And I really feel like we're putting the cart before the horse here.
That's it. That's it. You're not allowed to put
You're
the
not
cart
allowed to put the
before
cart
the
before
Yeah.
the horse.
Hear ye, hear ye. We hereby declaim. Do we have a notice board?
I will-
Can we put a board?
Sure, I will put this into law. It is against the law to put the cart before the horse.
Very,
That's
very
vague.
appropriate.
Oh
I
my God.
love this for us.
Nobody's ever going to abuse that law.
See, that's what's fun about
Well, I
it.
had to
It's
put the
one-
horse
one that
first.
no
What do you
one
want me to
can
do?
Anyway, so we don't have to enforce it. It's fun.
I love that you're both like the commander of the army and also taking a lead on tourism. This is great.
We need to bring more
Let's
people
start up
in.
Oh, boy.
Oh my gosh. You know what else?
I mean,
is
you
gonna
don't
be
have an
super
army
fun?
yet, so.
But what's gonna be super fun is Bass wanting this musical to happen while he's not able to read. It's just, how are you gonna? I'm just imagining you like
gonna write the
showing
script.
up to like a rehearsal and they hand you a script and you're flipping through it like, yes, yes, I cannot
Mhm.
understand any of this.
Someone will read it to me. and I'll
Hey, there's a
memorize
new
it.
law you can enact. It is against the law to hand anything written to Bast.
You must read it to him.
Off with
You know
your
what?
head,
Yeah.
you hand me the menu.
Oh my gosh. I need you to read it to me. Like a mother reads a child her story. Make it interesting and do voices, or I don't want it.
See, you know what this means, though? Now Bass has to take some levels in Bard. So he can actually do this musical.
Oh my gosh.
So I have quite a performance background. To be honest.
Oh,
Oh
I-
yeah?
fine.
Did you do improv? Are you good at yes-anding? Are you jazzing?
A little bit of improv, but mostly I use magic to cast illusions and tricks. I traveled around. I was kind of a carny for a couple of years. I was going through a time.
You're
Yes,
honest. I
that
respect it.
time when you just become a carny. Of course.
As you do.
I had a little bit of an opioid problem.
As all carnies do.
Yeah,
Yes,
goes with the territory, you know.
as is tradition.
I'm clean. I'm clean. I'm good now.
I'm super
Good.
glad that we're finding this out post us all going in on the kingdom together. That you used to be a drug addict.
It didn't come up.
It should have.
You didn't.
People-
ask?
This
No.
isn't the most. It's not like don't ask, don't tell.
People's
once
parents
did
don't
you
come up.
tell.
People's past drug addictions don't come up. A lot of things not coming up.
Not once did you stop and say, "Hey, Bass, how are you doing?"
Hey, Beth.
Hey, let's
How
take
are
this
you
as a
doing?
moment. Does anybody have something they need to declare about themselves?
Yeah, actually, this is the perfect time for it. Who has something to declare?
I mean, could you be more specific?
Just anything. Like, I think pomegranates are overrated. It's a lot of work for not a lot of fruit.
Not gonna lie, I don't really know where to go from there.
Understandable. Have a great day.
My parents were gem merchants.
Uh-huh.
Our house was broken into, and my mother murdered while I was lying in bed. I
Uh-huh.
went through a hard time, got hooked on opium, going to carnival.
Okay, that's enough about you.
All right.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Beth hasn't talked about himself once.
Savage.
Gets 3 sentences in, and Karen's like, and we're good now.
He's making me sad.
Maybe you should be a little more sad.
You don't wanna be. That's something about me. I have a hard time with emotions.
You know, even if I'm not going to be in the musical, I am definitely doing the pyrotechnics for the musical.
Good. That's what we need. Pyrotechnics.
You do the pyrotechnics for the musical, Bast. You do that.
Fabulous. Now that we've got that out of the way.
Yeah. Super happy.
Well, actually, now that we're all talking about this,
Uh-huh.
I
on
knew it.
somewhat of a more serious note, I suppose, which is uncharacteristic for me, I know.
Oh, real
But
talk. Okay.
you know, I'm not gonna lie. I've kind of never thought I would get to a point like this. I mean, y'all know I'm from the Badlands. I'm a gobbo, obviously. Of course, I'm from the Badlands, but I never actually thought I'd get to a place where, you know, I'd have a home, and a home where nobody's gonna throw me out again. I never really predicted that.
That far, but
We're having a moment.
Don't
Can you
count your
for a
chickens
second-
before they
For a
hatch.
second.
New law.
I know. All right. Theoretically speaking, nobody's going to kick me out. At least I hope. But anyway, seeing as how we need to bring some people into the city, and I know y'all love poking fun at me and, you know, taking the piss out of the gobbo and all that, but a lot of my people are still in the Badlands and in a lot of danger. And not that they ever really did me a lot of good in the first place, but and now that I find myself in a situation where I can do some good and help, I suppose, it might be nice to try and help some of the Gobbo people I left behind.
I love the idea of this. We're gonna have a whole society of just people under 5 feet tall.
I am the short links.
I'm gonna feel like a giant. I love it.
Now, I know y'all are probably cringing at the thought of more Gobbos like me running around, but I think it might be a thing I would like to do.
Zuglag, also, real talk for a moment. If this is something that you seriously want to pursue, and this is something that you seriously want to do, I am more than happy to support you in this. And I know that we all like to joke, and we all like to make fun, but you're here. You're part of this. You helped with all of this, and if this is important to you, and you want to help, contribute to the city, to the society, and you feel like your people, the fellow Gobbos, will help, then I see no reason why not.
Well, it's a pillar of Gobbo culture that if you don't help, if you don't work, you don't get nothing. So I can almost promise you that the people that end up coming through here, they'll be ready to do just about anything they have to in order to get a bite to eat. But I'd like to show them that there is a better life than just surviving.
Well, I think this sounds great. We want to have more people here, more people to help out, people who are in a bad situation, who want to actively help and do work. I think that it is a great idea.
All right with you, I'd like to take one of those districts, one of the little blocks, and make that Goblin Town, if that is all right with the four of you.
I'm okay with that.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm not going to be putting that priority over getting anything else set up, just a project for at some point down the line, but I think Goblin Town will be a good thing for the city.
I think that would be a very good thing for the city.
Then we will make it so, and I thank all of you.
Thank you for bringing it up. Karen's being awfully quiet during this conversation.
This is a nice moment.
Emotions making me uncomfortable.
We should have known. We don't need to participate. That's okay.
Okay.
What about the rest of you? Is there any specific projects maybe we could incorporate into the city?
It's a great question.
Wait. Guggen, you've got that family history thingamabobby where you brewers, right? You make ale and chuggins.
Aye, we are. Finest chuggins, as you call it. You'd find around, eh?
They say that one of the best things for a town is industry. And, I mean, it certainly couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Alcohol never hurt anybody. I say we bring...
Alcohol makes people happy. A tavern? A rowdy, fun time? I feel like that's just putting good faith and goodwill back into the community as well as more money and jobs.
Yeah.
Aye, perhaps I could make my parents proud as well. Have
And it
something to
gives
show for all
you
this
something
business.
to do, something to look over. I like this.
So let's say another project for the list, Mr. Berrybeard. I think all of us, as well as the patrons of this city, would be honoured for you to have a brewery here in Domgaroom if you were so inclined.
Well, I never thought I'd be saying this. I'd be honored, Zuglak. Strange little green fellow.
I do have good ideas on occasion. Rarely, but occasion.
Why is Zuglak having some really good ideas today, though?
You don't
Every
get-
time, never gets old.
I wasn't ready for that.
Oh, God.
Perhaps through this I can show my kinsmen that not all the green folk are so bad, after all.
Well, that would be a very nice thing. It would mean a lot to me. It would also mean a lot to me if there was the occasional keg or nip passed my way for
Oh
personal
my
inspection.
gosh.
I'll leave it at that.
I'm pretty sure if we're the rulers, we can just anything, right? Like not like we should abuse it, but I think you're not gonna have to want for food or chuggins anymore.
Huh. I hadn't really thought of that.
You're not gonna have to go hungry, Zuglak.
So like kind of starts to cry a little bit.
Oh.
Oh. I didn't know Goblins could do that.
Why is Zuglak got us feeling in the chat right now?
Something in my eye. Something in my eye. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, project city planning. Yes, let's do it. Well, Bast, Temeki, Karen, is there anything we could
Oh
do
man.
for you?
I am very curious. We have a stadium here, right? And I think that we should do
Gladiator.
something with that. So my mother, while she fought and while she was in the army, she also had a pretty fun battling career, and I got to grow up watching her going and doing these fights in between other missions and stuff, where it'd be like a big deal, and it was like an event to go out and watch her and everyone else sort of like fight it out for fun, and seeing people supporting different battlers and whatnot. It was like this fun sort of like sense of community, and I think it'd be fun to try and bring that here a little bit. It's just like something to go out and do, when you're not working. Take your mind off of like the average day stuff of just going like watch these strong, powerful people do what they do and feel like you're like part of it, but without the stakes of real war, I guess.
Like gladiator stuff, like what?
Yeah,
the
like
Karens
gladiator
do.
fighting. Yeah.
It's a bit violent, but I suppose it would be good for the morale of the city.
It's entertainment, and no one has to do it unless they want to. Everyone who's getting involved is very aware of what it is.
Yeah, don't expect me down there, but I mean, I think that's a terrific idea. It would give Karen some people she can beat the ever-living shit out of as well.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So a fine way for our soldiers to keep their skills sharp.
Exactly.
I think that's a fine idea.
Gets the average citizen more engaged with the whole process of it, right? Of just it helps instill a sense of confidence too. You go and you see the people in your city who are supposed to be defending it out fighting, and you're just like, damn, yeah, they're kicking ass.
Now, my lords, would this be more of a blood sport, or with, like, practice weapons and such?
I don't think we have to go the route of having full-on death, but it's just like, I think it's more of just like a sparring kind of thing, You pin the other person, and it's like, you won. I don't think we need to go the full, like,
Or if
murder
we have
route.
prisoners.
Or if
Oh.
we have prisoners, jump in the gun.
Just make sure that you, like the previous lords, don't go down the child gladiator route.
Yeah, I think that's not something we want to
We're
do.
not going hungry, Sonia.
I think that maybe it should be an honourable title if you are a proficient fighter in the ring. Maybe you can do a press tour and visit some hospitals and the folk and spread some around. I don't know. I'm throwing junk out there, but
Can we get some like Turkish oil wrestling going on here too?
Oh my god, 100%.
oh, good. I learned something about you right now.
This is Gulgur's coming out story.
It always was.
Gulgur was the real main character. The whole
Always.
time.
I mean, look at the bright orange hair, obviously.
Yeah. Well, is there anything else we can think of?
We have gladiators. We have Gabo Village.
Gobble Land.
We have
Gobble-land.
Call it that. Canonically, Gobble Land. I'm for it.
I was gonna say, I wanted to come up with a name before someone suggested, like, Goblin Ghetto, because I didn't want that to be the route. I'm like, that's not it. I don't want it to be that.
Let's not do that.
That might be what it might end up being. We will see.
Oh,
Yeah.
please, let's not give them the really shitty low-income housing, please. Can we not make a Goblin Ghetto in our city? I want to actively fight against that.
They end up like the dark
I
elves
don't
and
want the
Squirrel.
dwarves to be like, oh, that's the Goblin block. Don't go over there. I don't want that to be.
Jesus Christ.
no
Anyway, and we also have the Berrybeard Brewery.
Oh yeah, the Berrybeard Brewery.
Fabulous.
So, then perhaps it's time for you to actually plan some city.
Ooh.
And tell me how you want to spend some money.
Yeah, we've been playing for like an hour and a half. We should probably do that.
I'm playing for 2.5 hours.
Oh, even better. Super. Okay. Let's get to it then.
Well, I feel like we should repair the wall. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
priority of
I
money
feel like
to
that's
be spent.
important.
Was the south wall that needed repair?
Yeah. It's the main wall.
I'm seeing next to city
So the main-
walls here, it says minus 5,000 base gold a week.
Yes. That is their maintenance upkeep, and they will cost 25,000 for the initial rebuilding.
Ooh.
Well, gotta be done.
Gotta spend money to make money.
Amen.
Okay.
I think generally having a shipyard would be helpful for
Yeah,
trade.
I noticed we're surrounded by water. We need to get some boats.
Use it for fishing. If we're gonna have goblins come over, we have to be able to get them from
Well-
the backland somehow.
I don't know if that's like the best way to go about it, because can you access the Badlands through any sort of like water channel?
Oh, yes.
Can? Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Badlands is surrounded by water.
I was going to say, yeah, let's at least do a small dock just to get us started for now.
But also the fishing. Fishing is definitely a good option to get some different varieties of food coming in.
See,
Mm.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing: if we build these walls, are we gonna be in the red until we get more income?
I mean, how much is it per week? 25,000? We only have 100,000?
It's 25,000 initial cost, and then it's 5,000 a week to keep
Right
them
now,
up.
we're at total
Oh,
gold
okay.
of 4,000.
I feel like it's good enough of an investment and important of enough that we should that it justifies it. I feel.
Is 1,000 gold a week in the red worth it right now?
How many people do we have living in the city right now? 200, we said?
110.
Less than 200, not even 200.
110 people.
Yeah.
And so how these got to
I
be our
feel like we should
priority. We
wait
gotta.
on the walls for a little while here.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, can build some walls. We can build a dock. It'll give us 500 a week.
We're still in the negative.
And
The
then
walls are one unit. We don't get to pick which wall goes up where. It's one bill.
Yeah.
I think we need to wait on these walls until we have an actual money base here, so we're not losing money every week.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair enough. Fair
Setting
enough.
ourselves up to fail if we do that.
And
Would say maybe a
awful.
small merchants guild, at least for starters.
and then the small or the medium dock.
Small dock has a initial cost of 20k. Medium has 45k.
Maybe just start with the small.
Yeah, let's just start with the small for now.
Yeah, because if we go for medium, that's literally half our money gone.
What about a small barracks?
Don't have the people available for it yet.
Oh, fair enough.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Small barracks
Yeah,
is
that's
250
the point.
250
Advan-
people.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you will be getting an initial, like one group of adventurers that you can hire, that
Uh-huh.
will be able to stay at the palace, kind of thing. The adventurers guilds will give you more groups that you can hire.
Okay.
The small one is cheap and it brings in a bit of money.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a good idea then. Yeah, for a small adventurers guild.
I feel like it's a very good idea to invest in the Small Adventurers Guild. Because, you know, they'll be able to do things, they'll bring in a little bit of money. Like, I think it's, yeah.
We're at 22k.
Okay. hmm.
I mean, if
Do you
we're
guys
gonna
see it
have-
update when I
Yeah.
update the wallet at the bottom?
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like we should have an apothecary if we're going to be having an army. People will need to be healed.
Yeah, I think a small apothecary might be okay. What do you guys think?
Sure. Then do we want to have a brothel?
Expensive, so I suppose.
Let's hold off on the brothel for now.
Maybe we should build some houses.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, I think that's more important first.
I think maybe another medium density housing.
yeah, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is.
Just one?
Yeah, let's just do one for now.
Yeah, there's one.
Call that good, or do you want to spend a little more?
Wait,
Still
how
have
many
62,000 left.
how many people does the medium density housing hold?
That's-
Medium density is 50 people. High density for like poor people is 100 people, and nobles is 10 people.
Noble 10. Medium is 50. And the other one was 100, you
Yeah.
said?
Here, I'll add it to the
100.
sheet.
But it also reduces happiness.
Yeah. I'm not saying to do it, I'm just out of my head.
So noble housing brings in the most money, but low amount of people.
That's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
There's 62,000 left. Market could be fun.
I feel like the market is important, right? Place for people to shop, buy goods, food, services, whatnot.
What does it do? Does it give us a tax benefit?
0.5% per week.
and
You should
uses
really
up an entire block.
And for the
So if
money,
you build
I
a
think-
market, a market uses the entire block. You can't have any housing, and there's a max of 5%. It's like so, like each market is 0.5% tax increase for the city because it increases the city prosperity. You max out at 5% total.
It's
So
not
you'd have
a
to have,
lot.
10 markets.
Is prosperity like a hidden stat we have?
Prosperity is just taxation. It's rolled into one.
I feel like that's a lot of startup costs for not a ton of benefit.
A courthouse.
Yeah,
Courthouse does seem like it gives us a good bang for its buck, and it makes people happy because it reduces crime.
Correct.
yeah, I think a small courthouse might be a good idea.
I would even vouch for a medium courthouse.
You know what? Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Because I think that has the best
Yeah.
cost benefit ratio.
I agree. That's a good idea.
Okay, perhaps I'm happy with that for this week.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's okay for now.
However long. Because we've spent half our cash and we don't want to get a little too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to leave some wiggle room, I think.
Looks good to me.
Yeah,
For it.
we made some good
Right.
progress, I think. Look at us go.
All right, so these will all so when it's next week, these all progress in real time. If we do any sort of time skips, so let's say you guys want to wait 5 weeks or whatever, then I can just advance time by 5 weeks. But day to day, it'll just be so like every weekly session that we do, it's the next week in game time, just for simplicity's sake.
Good enough.
Good.
So,
And any preference on where you would like the new block of medium density to be built?
I feel like somewhere close to where we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I was looking at literally this one. I think
Yeah.
this one. Yeah.
All right.
I like the
Then
idea of
by
us
next
going
week-
and fixing up stuff around here and sort of building outwards. Right?
Works for me.
And
The
what
slums over here.
preference?
Oh my God,
Preferences
look
on the Adventurers Guild, the Herbalist, the Merchants Guild, and the Courthouse.
I think I like the idea of the Adventurers Guild being kinda near the stadium. So maybe like over here, because it's still like close to the walls and it's sort of like near
Okay,
there.
so that is
I don't-
noble density housing up here. So that would
Ah.
reduce.
Maybe down like closer to the gate.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think so then, yeah.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah, sure. I'm cool with
All
that.
right, so the Adventurers Guild will go here. Where would you like Apothecary?
I feel like it should be close to the Adventurers Guild. They're going to be the ones that need it.
Maybe across?
Yeah.
Can we build
Yeah,
multiple
sure.
things in one block?
No.
But we can have houses and a thing in a block.
Yes. So each block will have housing and one specialty building.
Okay.
And the
I
large
think-
block over here, like along the coast, that counts as 3 blocks.
I think we should reserve this one for a barracks when the time comes.
Where? Which
This
one?
one?
That one?
The one right next. I think we should keep that one vacant for a barracks. Because it's right next
So
to
would you like the apothecary up here? Or maybe
Yeah.
over here?
I think I vote for up here.
Yeah, I think I'm going there.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Apothecary will be placed there. The Merchants Guild.
Merchants Guild.
Maybe we put it close to a dock.
Yeah, true.
Honestly, yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
not a bad idea.
In here. Building.
Up here.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that works.
All right. And finally, the courthouse.
I feel like the courtyard should be in the shadows of the castle, so maybe like
But this big building right here.
That's the tavern.
Oh, okay.
can't mess with that.
No.
Over here.
Yeah, somewhere around here, I think.
Kind of in
The
the middle.
courthouse. Yeah, sort of in the middle of town, yeah.
Yeah, okay. That works.
Alrighty. Then so it shall be done.
Wonderful.
The thing
Yeah.
shall be built by next week.
Excellent.
That is efficient.
Look at us making all these decisions. Look at us
The
go.
The 401 has been under construction for my entire life. Union Station.
Dwarves
And
get
you're
it
the-
done.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Work ethic.
They didn't have all those distractions back then, you know. they just worked.
They're also very well rested. Like they've had 1,000 years off.
About time to get to work.
We are gonna put in the work, guys. We're gonna make this happen.
Work.
And yeah, it's a bit gamey that it's built in a week, but you know, simplicity's sake.
I mean, it's fine, you know? That just is a testament to how hard we're working.
Exactly.
Imagination.
Everyone's really dedicated.
We're all very, very dedicated. And I love that for us.
All in this together.
Yes, we are. Anyway.
All right, so now,
Moving on.
would you guys like to meet your adventure possibilities, or do we want to call it there for today?
Jeez.
I got time.
That is up to you guys.
Let's meet the adventurers.
Let's meet the
All right.
adventurers. Actually, I'm gonna run to the bathroom quickly, and then we can meet the adventurers.
Yes. Let's take a quick 5-minute break because I also need to go to the bathroom.
All right, cool. And then we'll meet the adventurers. Oh, I'm so excited.
microphone picked up.
Oh, jeez. What?
Hello.
What's that? Jesus.
Everyone back?
Yep.
It's one person.
Here.
Are the other three back?
Guess not.
I'm here, and yeah.
Alrighty. Are the other two here as well?
Who's the other two?
Rebecca and Will.
I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Cool. All right.
So who's the other two?
Then, let us meet your first adventurers. So, the way adventurers will work, basically, you're going to be getting a selection of people from levels 1 to 3. And you have to pick personalities that you think will work together well, and be able to do the jobs that you send them on.
And who is
So-
shippable?
Sure. So
Sorry, so-
essentially, I'll be doing success rolls for if the mission that you send them on fails or not. And
Okay.
basically, if you pick people that work together well, like I won't tell you if they will, then I will add like a +5 to success rolls. If they don't work together well, it'll be a -5 to success rolls. All right, then let's get started. These will all be sent in by William. William will not introduce them. The
You
first
should
one to
really-
enter.
Trumpet.
Sorry?
We should get William a trumpet. Like, legally
Yeah,
announced.
Wow.
Okay, anyways, moving on.
Sorry, yes.
Alright. First person that enters, you see this lady.
Okay.
Greetings, my lords. The name's Elaine Tell.
Hello there.
I am a scout rogue. I'm originally from the city of Heistlast. Not sure if you're familiar with it. It's in Phelan. I had a short stint at the Blackreach Wall, but you know they don't pay well, and it's quite a dangerous job.
Mm.
So I've been trying my hand at adventuring.
Well, happy
Oh,
to
you're
have you
not-
here.
You're not really a risk taker.
I take risks sufficient to my pay.
I respect it.
So out of character, she is a level 3 half-elf rogue. And she is lawful neutral.
Okay.
If you have any questions, I'm all for them.
What is your particular equipment set? Are you more of a up close and personal type of fighter, or are you a more ranged approach? I know you're a rogue.
Up
so
close
maybe-
and personal.
Right.
Okay.
But I am great at scouting ahead, so to speak.
Right. Okay. Well, good to know.
Are you a team player? Do you work well with others?
I like to think so.
Are you a spellcaster?
No. I rely on my wits and my sword.
I thought all elves knew a little bit of magic.
I'm a half-elf.
Question for you, Miss Tell.
Yes.
If we send you out with a party of other adventurers, are you going to be acting in their best interest as well as your own?
I would like to think I would.
You're not going to leave anybody for dead in order to get the last strike on an evil monster or something of that sort.
I've never been much of a glory taker myself.
That's all I need to know.
Will that be all?
I think so. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. And she bows and walks out.
These are some of the nicest interview questions I've ever seen. Usually it's like, tell me about a time you experienced conflict. How did
Where do
you?
you see yourself in 5 years?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yeah.
I once had an
Is money
interview
your
where-
only concern?
My
Yeah.
gosh.
Are you
asked me-
passionate about what we're attempting to do here?
No.
I am passionate about feeding myself and living.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What were you saying? You said you had an interview question one time?
They just sat me down and asked me to demonstrate a skill. That was it. That was the whole thing.
The
How do you
MMA.
even do that?
No, it wasn't. It was like a response team at Western.
Stupid.
I remember what I
Demonstrate a skill. What, you want me to play a song on the guitar or something? Like, what the fuck?
No, people did. People like had because it brought recorders. I think people made like origami.
Seriously?
Yeah, that was a thing that people did.
Weird.
Wow.
Next candidate. Show me a skill.
Play the
Or
best
Gummy Frank.
tool that you can think of.
I'm not saying it's a good interview question. It's just
The next person walks into the room. And you see this guy. A small, stout dwarf
Love.
with a hammer slung across his shoulder.
Oh, he's so cute.
Look at this boy. Look at this lad.
Little lad.
Greetings there.
Oh,
Didn't
that voice.
that
Yeah.
voice out of you.
I'm looking to make a bit of money. Heard you're
Alright.
hiring for adventurers.
We sure are. What's your shtick? What's your thing? What do you bring to the table?
Well, I am a cleric of life. And I am the cleric to Gwena. Originally, I am from Duldarim, a city to the south. I'm sure you're aware of it. Not far away.
We're familiar.
And I heard of this land being healed. And, I want to be a part of it to restore this broken land.
Oh,
News travels quick.
apparently.
Well, it has been like 3 weeks.
Still, point is, love to have you here. Love the energy.
Well,
And you bring in a good skill
glad
set
to be
the
of
table.
service. Well, I can heal
Oh, like,
with a touch. I can hit things pretty hard with my hammer.
Hey, hit things, heals people.
Very good.
Liking you more and more.
Out of character, he is a level 1 dwarven cleric. And a cleric of life. So he specializes in healing magic.
Alright, okay.
Okay.
Anything else you'd like to know about me? Oh, bless you, my lord.
That really got me.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
Do you have much experience out in the wilds, Yormund?
Maybe not so much in the wilds, but I've been, studying for a few years and looking to make a name for myself.
Well, right then, I think we could probably find a use for you. A little inexperienced, but we might be able to give you a job.
Well, I look forward to it.
Well, all right then.
And
Fantastic.
he bows and walks out. The next person that enters walks up quite militaristically and stands at attention. The name's James Humphrey. And you see
Hello.
this man.
Down girl.
Body with a body.
Oh my gosh.
I am a paladin of glory, and I'm looking to gain more glory. And this seems like a great place to do it.
You're honest, and I appreciate that.
Well,
You point me at a monster, and I will take its head off.
Love that. Love that. Taking a lot of
Wow.
monsters' heads off. Hmm.
Out of
Well,
character,
tell us-
he is a level 2 human paladin. He is a paladin of glory, and he is lawful good.
Okay.
tell us about
Originally,
some of the-
I... Oh, please, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt, my lord.
Oh, you should be. Tell us about some of the glories you've had in the past.
Well, I am originally from the city of Crestfall. Oh, glory is it? The greatest pantheon, the greatest bastion to the pantheon of white. And there was many evils to be slain in the mountains around.
Right.
Did you want specifics?
Yeah, tell us a tale. Weave us a story.
Well, there was this one time
At band camp?
where...
Sorry, at Bard camp. I misspoke. At Bard camp. Continue. I'm so sorry.
I'm glad you're having fun.
Point for me.
Please go on.
Crack yourself up for that one, huh?
I did. I really did. Fuck.
Does the palace have an HR department? Because we're gonna have some complaints.
Mr. Humphrey, please go on.
Well, anyways, like I was saying, there was a death cult who had taken residence in the mountains nearby, and they were being led by a death knight.
Sounds-
The evil that you could imagine oozing out of that place, it was horrendous. I led a team deep into the heart of their territory, and we rooted out the evil, and I slew the Death Knight.
And what became of your companions?
They returned safely in my embrace.
Would be my one concern going forward with you, I think. As long as you're mindful of your team's requirements and you don't leave a man behind in your pursuit of glory,
I would never.
I will take your word for that.
Where is the glory in leaving a man behind?
I don't know much for glory,
We
but
either all make it or we all die.
Okay, well, that seems
It's dark,
extreme.
but okay.
If you guys, there's no, but this is not a suicide pact.
But I like the
Listen,
enthusiasm.
you weren't
One
there.
at a time.
Alright?
Sorry.
We all make it or none of us do.
It was just spare him. He is the only one we know that has died for us.
In the case, I think he will be potentially useful. Thank you, Mr. Humphrey. I think we might be able to find a job for you.
Yes, thank
Mr.
I'm
Hunt-
glad to hear it. Oh,
Wait,
yes.
wait.
If adventuring doesn't work out and we do start a brothel with men as like the feature, would you be interested?
I say, good sir. I would not.
I apologise, Mr. Humphrey. Best, can we not get through the first day of interviews without you getting us a sexual harassment lawsuit? You're very qualified. Now, do you put out?
My gosh.
Do you yell for glory when it happens? Sorry.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for your time. We'll be getting back to you quickly and promptly. Thank you so much.
Please don't sue us.
I am so sorry for Best's behavior.
He's already gone.
Cool.
That was pretty funny though, Max. Don't give me that.
It's fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
Hey, what's up for your ruling?
Alright.
Gonna have a bit of fun.
Hey, see, this guy gets it. Yeah.
The next man walks in,
Oh God, yes.
And you
The
see-
name. Yes.
Frank Beans.
Tired.
you see this man.
Frank Beans.
Say no more.
Hello. Evening to you. The name's Frank.
Frank and Beans.
Frank Beans.
Love the name.
Well, that's what my parents gave to me.
Man, your parents are hilarious and I love them, but I've never.
Not sure quite what you mean by that.
That's fine.
But anyway.
Yeah.
No, yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah, never mind. It's fine.
But anyway. I'm mostly out to get glory and riches.
I respect that.
And after my own heart.
Important to look after yourself.
Aye. It's me. Number one.
I'm curious. What's one of your favorite adventuring stories? You've been doing this for a little while. What's something that, like, you're proud of that you've done? If you could tell us.
Adventuring story, eh? Well,
Yeah.
there was this time where me and a group of others,
Uh-huh.
we went after this Coatl. You familiar what that is?
No.
Can't say that I am.
It's kind of a pseudo-dragon type sort.
Okay, okay.
And, well, here we were. We were running in. It was snapping up me brothers left and right. And then I chopped his head off. I was the only one who made it out alive. Glorious time.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you so much for sharing.
You do seem to have a skill set, however, we're not out here to send people to their deaths. We
Well, as long as I
require
make
you-
it.
Right, that there would be the problem. We're not exactly, well, at least I won't speak for the others, but I'm not exactly fond of the idea of leaving people behind for glory.
If they die, it's not on me. So they weren't good enough.
And if it-
You know what? We're gonna keep you in mind. You know what? We might find just the right group for you. Okay?
Sounds good. I'll be
Thank you
around.
so much.
Fair enough.
He
Fantastic.
kind of walks out.
Listen, if we find some other people that are like-minded like him, just throw them all together, and then whoever makes it out makes it out.
That's not
Savage, but
fair about
okay.
the other guy.
Hey, that seems to be the case.
Well, do we want to go and break all the people up like that and put them with actual good people, and then they fuck over all of them, or do we put all the snakes together and then top snake is the top snake?
Yes.
She makes a point.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
It's not ideal, but that's how it is.
I will say though, that is a man of charisma and stature. He knows what he's about. I respect it. I don't like it, but I respect it.
Kind of say, not the kind of guy you'd expect with the name Frankenbeans.
That just makes it all the better.
Yeah, you're right.
He's out for himself.
No, his name's Frank Beans.
No, it's Frank.
No.
His middle name is Anne. We've decided this.
Frank about his brains.
Let it be
Frank Anderson Beans.
And the next person to enter, you see this small creature enter. Hello.
Why, hello there.
It's a mighty big place.
Yeah, is it? Feels big to us small folk, eh?
Oh yeah. My name's Mira Cat.
Meerkat?
Most people just call me Mira.
Love that name.
Mara then, alright.
I just, I really like slaying monsters. You know?
Well, sure.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Have you slayed a lot of monsters, little pussy?
Oh,
No.
called that.
Yes.
No.
You can't just say that.
I hereby declare no saying pussy.
Oh, well, I don't agree with that.
It's not illegal
Sometimes
to
saying
say
pussy's
that.
There's
appropriate.
our goofy law right there. I'm sorry, go on.
Good.
Yeah, I've been I grew up on my own, on
On
the
your
plains of Escarak. Yeah.
Where?
The plains of Escarak.
So I'm familiar, but alright, you must be some sort of tough to survive on your own.
Yeah, I mean, completely on your own.
Oh yeah, I'm super tough.
Super tough. I love it. And you're, what do you do? You're like,
I can shoot things from a distance.
ranger.
I like to hunt.
ranger. All right. Fantastic. Love that.
Yeah.
It makes
And,
sense for someone small like you. That's great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And maybe I could be part of this. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we can 100% find something for you.
Oh, okay. It's exciting.
Aram,
Yes, my lord.
you have an apple or
What?
something? An apple.
An apple?
Yeah.
Sure. He conjures you an apple.
No, I don't want the apple myself. Could you just like go stand like here and hold the apple out?
Put it on your head.
Sure.
Oh, put it on your head.
My
I could levitate it above my head if you like.
There we go.
You know,
Enough.
for safety's sake, I think if you could levitate it, but like away from your body, that would be ideal.
He's a ghost. He can't be stabbed.
I'm ethereal. I am already dead, but thank you for your kind consideration.
Well, in
The
that
arrow
case,
could pass right through me.
in that case, in your jaw would be lovely, actually.
Oh, sure.
Mira, if you don't mind giving us a demonstration of your skills, I would love to see you shoot the apple.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Oh my god.
And she starts running. She leaps to the top of this statue, does a backflip, fires an arrow, and it goes
Whoa.
straight through the
Sure.
apple.
Oh
That's
my
a
god!
fucking interview.
All right.
Oh,
Clap.
damn.
You're amazing. You're like
Oh,
amazing.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, goodness.
Oh my god.
Here, I
Well,
thought
you say it, you're hired.
Listen, I'm not one to show my hand, but you're like top of the list right now. Like, not
my
gonna lie
goodness.
to you.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Oh, I'm,
my
I'm
god.
so happy.
Here, you can take the apple out of your mouth now.
Oh, thank you.
Right
We're
back.
gonna get back to you so soon. Thank you so much for coming in.
Okay.
Like, oh my god.
Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
She just like slinks out the door.
Now that's an audition.
Can we like adopt her?
Did she say
Like,
she
I
came
don't know
from
if I want her
Asgard?
out adventuring. She should just like be here all the time.
I'm sorry, Karen, what'd you say?
Did she say she came from ass crack?
Eskarak.
What?
Eskarak.
Correct.
Ass
I
crack.
just-
I swear to God.
You're gonna make Theron find a reason to kill you even though the combat part of the fucking campaign's over. You're gonna find a reason
Like,
for Theron to
Oh,
Lost
Karen's
in
been
the
poisoned. You guys have to figure it out. Oh, shucks.
Oh no, now it's a whodunit mystery. Who poisoned Theron? Spoiler alert, it was
Mystery.
Theron.
Oh,
Theron did
who
it.
is looking that hard?
It's like season 3 of 13 Reasons Why. Who killed Bryce Walker? Who cares? Who fucking gives a shit?
That is
Let's
just
switch places real
funny.
quick. Wow, okay.
Anyway,
Oh my god. So your adventures were...
that was quite the conversation. The evolution was just immaculate.
What a first game back.
I am.
and the
loving
next person to enter,
Yeah, go on.
kind
go on.
of. You see this lady saunter in. She looks very sure of herself.
Oh, hell no.
Oh my god, I'm gay. Anyway.
This is Tamaki's gay awakening.
It was always there. It was
Awakening?
Fuck.
And she's like, "Hey, yeah, what's up?"
Up indeed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Could you tell us a little about yourself?
Well, I like to punch things pretty hard. I'm a monk, so was trained by the dragons.
A dragon-trained monk that punches things.
Yeah, pretty much. You've got the gist of it.
Sounds pretty metal, I like it.
How is your teamwork skills? You good in a team?
As long as they don't drag me down.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What's your biggest weakness?
That was a hard question.
Yeah.
That is a hard on-the-spot question for a randomly made-up character. Hold on, let me think about it.
Say something generic like, I work too hard.
I'm a perfectionist.
Hard.
Sometimes I'm too organized.
Sometimes I get the job done too well, if you know what I mean. Sometimes there's nothing left standing.
I bet.
Do you have a lot of experience adventuring?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say I'm in my third season of adventuring.
Nice.
What do you do for fun?
Meditate, breathe fire, punch things.
Breathe fire.
Love
Breathe
that.
out.
But just a little tip for future interviews. Breathe fire should really be at the top of the resume, not at the bottom.
Mm. Good enough.
Well, it's just something I could do because I'm a monk, and the dragons taught me how.
I was gonna say the monks where I came from did not breathe fire.
Yeah, shitty monks.
I will let them know.
Oh, red bass. She read you.
I like her. She knows what she's about.
Yeah, I like you too. What are you doing after this?
Well, if you want to go grab a drink, you let me know.
For a perfect date?
I might take you up on
She-
that. Anyway,
She gives you a wink and walks out, swaying her hips as she does so.
guys, does she like me for me, or does she like me because I'm an Iron Lord? You know?
Yeah.
That's what they have to worry about now. That's what they have to worry about now. God.
Also, like, you're definitely getting reported to HR.
We don't even have an HR department.
Have an
yet. Come
HR.
on.
Yeah, all those
That
kings
was
back in the day
always-
getting reported, getting sued.
Susico's HR.
I feel like Zugleg and I could dress you in some kind of costume if you wanted to go out and not be recognized. Could doll you up, put some makeup on.
I go out in costume to not get recognized as an
I
Iron
go
Lord.
back.
Oh my god. Anyway.
Next, a large man walks in. You see this hulking lad.
Down, Karen.
Yeah,
down.
shit, yeah, hell yeah.
This is
Go for
Zuglex
it.
coming out.
Hi,
You just want to climb them like a tree.
name's Grub.
Name's Grub.
Just Scrum.
Just Grub.
Just grub. Okay.
The
Like
fish is
share.
simple. I like it.
You look
So,
like swing and hit things hard.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, could you tell us a story about your best time in battle?
Punch big monster.
Hey, wow. That's
and
a
it
lot
is
of
pretty
work.
good.
Very impressive.
Why say many word when few word do trick?
Fair enough.
I
He's
like
a
that. about
wise
it.
man. A wise man.
Is he though? Is he?
Okay, you can't read. You're not one to talk.
I win glory for tribe. That's why I hear.
Alrighty.
Right?
Do you work well with others?
Others.
Like a team?
What?
That's a no.
Grub need no others.
That's a no.
That does sound cost efficient though.
That was not cost efficient.
What has hands and a face, but can't hold anything and can't smile?
No.
Grub head hurt.
My head hurts.
Chances is looking for a clock. The clock has a hands and face but doesn't hold anything or smile.
What is clock?
For someone who can't read, you're getting awfully deep, Best.
Grub can't read either.
Brother,
There you go, something in common.
I used to be able to cast lightning. It's a whole thing.
A whole thing.
Some would say even like a thing and a half.
Thing and a half, though. Can we make that a legal form of measurement? Thing and a half.
Thing and a half.
Thing and a half.
Anyway, Mr. Grum, you seem like the adventuring sort, so I think maybe we'll be able to pair you
That's what I
with
do.
somebody. We'll have to see.
Okay. He just
Thank
saunters
you so
out.
much for your time.
You might be good with Frank Beans. Frank and Beans.
Yeah.
You know what? I could get with Frank and Beans.
Yeah.
Because
Might be Tamaki's new girlfriend too. She seems like she's the self-sufficient sort.
Listen, it's not that serious. We haven't even drinking. It's not that serious.
And lastly, you see this this person shuffle in.
Is that a fish? Oh no.
No,
It's a lizard.
a
He
lizard.
must be protected at all costs.
Why is he wearing one boot?
Why not?
He only has
Okay.
one leg.
maybe you could ask him.
I don't want to.
Really? That's the line for you. Is asking about someone's questions.
I feel like there have been worse, more controversial personal questions asked in this series of interviews, but
I am Garuz.
Hello.
Garuz Azur.
Love your whole look. Love everything about it. Very curious.
Oh, I thank you.
What's going on with the one boot situation? My friend here next to me, Karen, is one.
Ah,
It's not
well,
me asking, it's her asking.
so I am a sorcerer, and
Uh-huh.
well, I was never really taught anything. So most of everything that I did was experimentation, and well, turned my leg magical by accident.
Rad, magical leg. Love that.
I could 100%
So
see
I
me
don't need a
doing
boot.
that.
Ah, you are a fellow sorcerer.
I am. I've never had anything like that happen to me, though. Does the magical leg do anything magical?
I would.
Not really. It just doesn't get dirty.
Oh.
Us just
Alright.
can't read instead.
That's a neat spell.
It is. It just kind of happened when I did one of my spells. I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
It was a
Sometimes
weird surge.
I
And
get
how
those
fast can read.
too.
Oh,
once
really?
I once talked to another sorcerer who cast a spell, and a whole herd of goats just showed up out of nowhere.
Wow.
Nobody knows.
Maybe you can
Right,
teach
so
me some more tricks. You
Let's see.
seem to be much above me.
Well, what kind of
Oh,
tricks
I
do you
wouldn't
know
know.
right now? I can.
I love creating magical effects.
Oh,
And
I
he
also.
flourishes, and some butterflies appear, as in the picture.
Oh,
That's so pretty.
I love this.
I think so
This is
too.
great.
Do you do a lot of battle magic at all?
Can't say I do. Most of what I know is, effects, non-threatening things of the sort.
Did you read the job description?
Well, yes, and I thought it would be a good way to test my skills. Perhaps learn on the job kind of thing.
I love that
You
attitude.
seem like you're very open to learning. I love that.
Yes, yes.
I think I know someone that you might be good to get paired with. I think that we're definitely going to be getting back.
Okay. Then, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much for coming in.
And he leaves.
I don't want to
I
And
pair
that
wanna-
is all the.
I want to put
That's
him
all
in
the
the same group
adventures
with
you have.
Mira so bad. I want him and Mira working together, like, tomorrow.
Oh, I was gonna say, Honor Shaper needs an apprentice. I don't
I'm
know.
actually going to say the same thing.
You know what? Fair.
We must
So
protect this
you
small
can
Small
you can
lizards.
create one party, between 3 and 5 people.
Okay. Mira needs a job. Like, that's it. Full stop. Mira's amazing. Mira needs a job. That's my top pick. For real. Who else, though?
Do we know what level Mira is?
All of the information is on their handouts. I believe.
Okay.
But she is... I don't have level on there? Okay. Mira is a level 1 ranger.
An impressive shot for a level 1. Alright.
Yeah, for a level 1, like I feel like she's got the skill. She's got the
I
skill,
was-
she's got the enthusiasm.
I'm thinking Mira, James,
Yeah.
Yormund.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like,
throw Elena in there too.
yeah, I feel like we should do a bit of a bigger group if we can swing it with Mira, because as much as I'm confident in Mira, I mean, you know, still level 1. at the end of the
Elena.
day, right?
Elena's level 3. She'll be tough, and she's a scout too, so theoretically she'll spot trouble before it arrives. Yormund is level 1.
Rotari is a level 3 monk. Grum is a level 2 barbarian. Frank Beans is a level 1 fighter. Yormund is a level 1 cleric. Elena, level 3 scout rogue. James is a level 2 paladin of glory. And Garuz is a level 1 dragonborn sorcerer.
So by my hand, I have 4 picked out.
What do you got?
Yormund, Elena, Mira, and James. So we got one more, so we can add Rotari or we can add Garuz, I think.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that too.
If you want to hack Rotari on there, give your girlfriend a job, Rebecca, I mean, you can do that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no, like...
You were already
Like,
giving your father and mother a job. You might as well just.
That
I
because
haven't even been out here yet, guys. You're sitting a lot.
And I'm also just going to say it too, legitimately, I kind of would like to just hire Garuz to be the apprentice.
It can be done.
in
You are
favor.
the lords.
I'm in favor of that.
Yeah, Honor Shaper says he wants to do teaching.
He might blow up your library, but you know,
I can read
so
it.
might pass.
Yeah, it's great. You know, it happens. It is what it is. Part of the job. Okay. I mean, yeah. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hire the man.
All right. So
Alright,
we will.
so- You're going with Elena, Mira, James, and Yormund as the party.
Yes.
All right.
What about Rotari?
Oh yeah, throw
Oh,
Rotari.
and
in there.
Rotari.
Yeah.
Sure. And then we would also like to hire Garuz to be the apprentice.
All right. Hire Garuz for. All right. So, the following jobs are available for them to do.
Okay.
In the southwestern part of the city, there is roaming bands of rats that need to be removed before you can build in that section. So the reward for that would be being able to build in that city. The time commitment is 1 week.
Okay.
Next, there's a known old mine for them to explore and gather old equipment and tools that used to be there. And it is 1 week time commitment. And you will, the reward, if successful, is 1,500 gold in tools, equipment, and leftover gems. Next, there is a bandit lair to the south. It is a 2 week time commitment and has a reward of 5,000 gold if successful.
Ooh.
This is obviously more difficult.
Mhm.
Obviously.
Then there's the Goblin encampment southwest. It's a 2-week time commitment, and is 3,500 gold reward.
Goblins are friends, not food.
Yeah.
That well, maybe not those goblins. And then
I don't know if I like
lastly,
pick and choosing which goblins are good or not, but okay.
And lastly, there is a harpy nest close to the old docks. It's a 1-week time commitment. Reward is 2,000 gold and a magic item.
Ooh, let's do that.
What are harpies? Do we know that?
Harpies are
like part bird people.
yes, flying bird creatures that scream and shatter eardrums.
Ew.
Perhaps we
Yeah,
should
gross.
start them off a little bit slower just to see how they work together.
I'm tempted to do the rat mission because that means
Yeah.
that there's more room for us to build. It gives them a chance to do some work together. It helps out the general area. They're sort of close still, and it gives them a chance to just feel each other out. Yeah, exactly, right?
And
It
you know,
helps us out. It helps them out.
Ratari isn't gone for a week, and Tamaki can
Oh my
still
God.
Yeah, she's
still
in
see her.
the city still, and she gets a chance to feel
You
her
sound
Started
like
Tramaki's
someone-
romance arc. I love.
I mean,
gonna get felt out all right.
I am cool with rats if you guys are. Start them off easy.
Yeah,
so.
let's give them a
Rats,
chance
rats,
with rats. It's not an RPG
Alright,
the first
the
time.
rats have been
It's fine
chosen.
with rats.
So I'm gonna bring in your team, and all right. You notice Mira is kind of like slinking behind. She's not. She's trying to hide.
Oh,
Yormund, obviously, up front.
of
Ratari,
course.
mostly just winking at Tamaki. And
Hi.
ask her out.
and Yormund and Elena are just kind of standing at attention, waiting for instructions.
Hi. So, thanks for all coming back on such short notice. We have this rat problem that's happening in the city, and we were thinking that a good first mission for all of you, because we can't build until we get rid of all the rats, and for you to all like feel each other out and see if you all work together as a group, is to take about a week to clear that area of the city out so we can get some more building done. And we were thinking that's the first thing you can do, and if that works out, then we'll give you a bigger assignment, hopefully out of the city, if that works for everybody.
James, speak up, and he will be. If that is what you so decree, then so it shall be done. We will root out this vermin filth.
Fantastic. Love the enthusiasm.
Yeah. On a,
Ratari kind of just rolls her eyes. Ratari rolls her eyes at James.
We realise
And,
there might be some clashing personalities here, but with your skill sets, we think you'll work well together. Look out for each other. I know they're just rats, but they are potentially a danger. And we'll get you a bit of a juicier contract next time if you pull it off.
Absolutely. This is just a starter job, but if it goes well, there should be many more great things ahead. We promise.
All right, sounds like a plan. Shouldn't be too much of a difficulty.
No, we're very confident that you all can handle it. Seem like the right people for the job.
Absolutely.
Ratari will say to Tamaki for that. Don't sweat it, sweet stuff. We'll get it done. And
Thank you so much. I'm
they'll-
very confident in you.
they'll walk out. Mira will will lag behind a little, and she'll be like, "Thank you guys so much for letting me do this. I hunt rats really well. It's what I survived off of."
I'm
You
sure you're gonna
got
do
that.
fantastic.
We have every
Okay,
faith in
okay,
you.
bye. And she skitters off after the group.
She is adorable.
Protect that small
She's
cat
so
person
good.
at all costs.
Yes, absolutely.
Seriously.
Tootsie, you
Timothy.
better watch out. We might have another
like-
mascot.
Does she like me for me, or because I'm an Iron Lord? Like,
Well, you'll have to find that out, won't you?
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
have to find that out.
Considering she knows literally nothing about you.
Well,
Maybe she just
okay,
likes
I
you because
like
You
you
got
for
long
me.
you're an attractive warrior lady, and she's an attractive warrior lady. Maybe that's what they like.
Maybe
Maybe.
that's all it is, and that's okay. To like
Maybe
start.
revealing loincloth type thing. You know, you got some things going on. You got a 6-pack.
Listen, it's just it's the attractiveness is to get the ball rolling, and then we'll actually go out and we'll see if we click on other levels. I don't know. Okay, I'm not stressing about this. God, I have so much on my plate.
Timothy, I gotta say, for somebody who's normally quite green, I've never seen you turn this shade of red before.
Right day, everybody.
Alrighty. And that is where we will end the session today.
All
It's
right.
been a long and fruitful session.
Felt really good to get back into it. Oh man,
Oh, good to be back.
fantastic.
And holy shit,
Glad,
Farron,
we've had
you
a-
have outdone yourself with this amount
Oh
of
my
work.
god, the work.
My god, you maniac.
There's a reason I needed one more week.
Yeah, I'll say, holy shit.
I would die for Mira. I would put my life on the line for the small cat
The-
ranger. I love her.
When I found that art, I was like, "Oh, this is amazing."
So good.
Look at
love.
it.
Can we
So cute.
just
So good.
so cute. Town mascot. And then Sutsuko is like, I'm right here.
Rude.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
is
so
great.
going forward,
Love
I don't know how well this is going to work. This is new to me as well, doing politics side of D&D.
Mhm.
So hopefully it goes well. But if not, oh well. We'll figure it out. And if you guys have feedback like throughout the weeks, and if you guys are like, yeah, this doesn't really work very well, or this is working really well, that kind of stuff, just let me know, and I will adjust as we go.
Sounds good.
So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seriously, so
So-
fucking good, dude.
Season 2 can last anywhere from 10 sessions to 20 sessions. It really depends on you guys.
Oh wow, okay.
All right.
Love it.
And then there's this group might stay together with these characters for the next year. So
Ah, damn. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun!
there's a lot of content planned. So if you want a new character, time to die
God. It's the time.
or retire.
I'll die.
Guess I'll die.
You can retire from this.
Yeah, that's right. We're
That's
magically
true,
bound to the
actually.
city. We're fucked.
Retiring is dying.
Yeah, your out is death.
Join Ferrum.
It's not like dark at all.
Hey, the rules were made in a different time.
This got like really capitalist and also like employment culture. Like holy shit.
All of us are like, we're all too friggin' left-wing social to hire
Seriously, we're all just like,
I can't
don't
even
I like
pretend
this
to be a
guy?
capitalist.
You don't want to. Karen's supposed to be playing a friggin'.
I can't even pretend. Yeah.
The one who literally has an MLM scheme with
And then
her
after all
doTERRA
that-
essential oils.
That's a socialist thing.
Has a poster of George Bush in her
not.
bedroom, and
Oh my gosh.
Get through all that, and then we get to the end of the session, and it's like, yep, the only way out is to die. Enjoy your new job.
Concerning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hopefully we use this map a lot because it took me a fucking long time to make.
I'm sure that we're gonna use it a fuck ton. Holy shit.
I certainly hope so.
Since I assume the rest of the stuff is not going to be done in the city, it's going to be mostly done here. Yeah. So next week, how is everyone's schedule?
I am good.
Yeah, I'm
Already
off
know.
next weekend, so whenever. Sunday's
Exciting.
fine.
Yeah,
And the dating sim for Tamaki will continue.
Oh my gosh, I love this because like I made it a point of like when introducing your character that she like really looks up to her parents' relationship and like just like how they shouldn't work on any level but they totally do and how she wants something similar. So just I was kind of hoping romance was gonna be a part of it, but I wasn't like shooting for it, but it kind of is, and I'm like, all right, I'm here for it.
Hey.
I'm here for it. It's gonna be fun.
I mean,
I will do it as much as you want me to.
She has zero experience with it, and she's just very flustered by it. Like she's just like I've just been focusing on fighting and adventuring, and I don't know how I'm doing any of this.
Like me when I started doing you.
Jesus. Oh, fuck.
Do you want to know something quite annoying that I didn't
Yeah.
notice until after I was like almost finished the map?
What's that?
Do you notice how the throne room isn't centered?
Oh, shit.
Oh shit, it's not!
No.
Oh, wow, I didn't notice till you said
I know.
Oh,
I know. I was like, ah! I noticed it after I finished. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I think-
fuck it, I'm not moving anything.
I zoomed in too much.
It's gonna pretend like I didn't see
Oh,
that.
wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend I never noticed it.
Just be so zoomed in that you can't notice asymmetry.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, that was a
Oh,
amazing session. I laughed a lot.
Yeah.
yeah, we all did, yeah.
If you guys have like ideas or anything that you guys want to do, like as the Iron Lords, just type it in the Iron Lords chat, and we'll see what we can do. If you guys want to, make a fantasy position of some kind that you need to hire someone else for, go nuts. There are no real like limitations except for how many people you have, how much money you have.
All
Fair
right.
enough.
Good to know.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I will see you guys all next week.
Yeah.
We had a great start to season 2, and I'm very excited to where it'll go.
And too, buddy. Looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Have a good night, everybody.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.